Let's try this again. We are recording.
Filthy. I'm so sorry.
If you want to get low and
get low
in character, no, I was just saying, Evan, you might want to speak up at some parts again. It wasn't an issue yet, but
why don't you move it closer to me?
Yeah, why don't you move it closer to him?
Closer, Alex. Instead of fucking the human wind tunnel
look,
right next to
we
you.
had to literally move the table closer so that we wouldn't have a cord in between. Oh wait, there's a cord in between.
Yeah,
Jeff, there's a cord in between.
There's a cord in between. Clap your hands.
All right.
Yep, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's it. That's all.
We didn't start recording yet.
That's it.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
The red light's on.
There's no red light.
You don't have to put on the
Only
green
blue.
light.
My tickle baby.
So,
No.
welcome back, everyone.
Why'd you spill your beans?
Last time I haven't seen it yet, and I really want to. Last time we played, you had stop it.
Who is you?
I didn't make that. Did you make that?
Was it a fuck up
You
character?
probably did experimenting with stuff.
A dragonborn fighter gunslinger?
No.
Sounds like Alex.
Not a dragonborn.
Did you make that?
Mm-mm.
So
Doesn't say who made it,
It's my account.
so I didn't make it.
that's weird because I didn't do that.
You.
It's a
I
haunted
legit-
D&D Beyond account. It's abandoned.
Let me roll
This
him
is
and
why
see
we
if
need
I
to be
get
Ghost
possessed.
Adventures.
We were looking at houses the other day, and we went into one that was super, super fucking definitely haunted because it was just
Why didn't
so
you get it instantly?
everything. You know how there's those pictures online that are like intimidating aura. Like this whole picture screams fear for some reason. So this house was nothing but those moments and those spots. And throughout while we were going through the house, I was like, come on, guys. Come with us, and Amanda was very upset about it. She did not like it. I was also asking Tobin if he was there because
He probably has a
Tobin is your ghost, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's why that name was that was their ghost.
That's why it was written in blood on the wall.
There was a little bit. I think in the basement there was a little bit of blood on a corner, and I think it was blood because it really did look like dried blood.
Maybe it was rust.
No, I
Fucking
swear
legit
to you.
looked like that.
It
Didn't
tasted
it?
like
Yeah.
blood.
It looked like it flicked from something and a little bit up and on there. I don't know. Weird. Anywho,
Should probably call
Lit.
somebody about
Real
that.
estate podcast.
I don't give. I'm not. It's not my house. I don't care. So, ladies and gentlemen,
We have we have the
Each
two
other.
little dogs stomp
They're
team in the
fighting.
background today, providing
they
us the
probably
music.
can't even hear it. It's like this is what happens when I have to babysit.
Go over there so bad. All right.
Why don't we take 5?
Yeah, so I can play with dog. So, last time in our game, you guys had decided to kill
The wrong
Tiefling.
character.
Well, you didn't really decide. You kind of had to because it was part of the deal. So, you had prepared. Stop it! Stop it! Stop doing it over here.
Oh,
Do it
I
over
can
there.
give him Kongs. That calms him down for about 5 minutes.
Give him
And you hear the
this.
sound of them scooping out the peanut butter.
It's AMSR.
So you had prepped for 3 days. You prepared to kill Tiefling by you analyzing that orb that you had gotten from the library and now learning a bunch of cool monk abilities.
The
Which
ball.
have you looked those up and seen
Yes,
what
I
those
play
do?
with my balls.
Okay.
That's what he did.
Esther reading his book, the strange book, the Nameless Tome, which now has his name on it.
Who moved my
So,
cheese?
so what's it called now?
It's called Esther Craven.
Okay, you succeeded.
Were you reading? Yeah, you were reading Crete's Rotting Opus, the book that you got from the library. And you were just sort of chilling, just hanging out, doing your thing, and waiting for these guys to be fucking done their 3 days of training.
Spa day.
Yeah, you just kind of hung out. So, you had all entered the city of Dis, and subsequently entered Tiefling's tower, and killed a few Maragons on your way. Yes?
How far away is this from the city of D's?
You're in the city of Dis.
No, the city of D's.
50 health gone. Mark down that you've lost.
You got struck
Mark down that you have lost. Mark down that you have lost 50 HP right now. 50
Worth
hit
it.
points this
Worth
moment.
it.
Drop him down to level 12.
So, did you put it?
No.
Did you do it?
I'm
Put
gonna
it.
do it.
50 HP.
I'll do it.
Do I get
50
inspiration?
HP for the Curse of Dis.
I slap him. Do I get inspiration?
Yes, you now have inspiration. All right, you know what? You've lost 2 hit points because Alex slaps you in the
I'll
face.
take it.
Out of nowhere. We're in the middle of a dungeon.
You're goddamn right. Actually, Alex, roll a d6. No, never mind. I like
Critical.
Yeah. So
He's dead.
you had entered the tower, stealthily making your way through, avoiding traps mostly, disarming traps when you can, and killing Maragons along your way, which turns out you're super good at, one-hitting the shit out of them, especially you when hidden. So, many of them...
She looks so funny.
So,
That'll last 4 minutes.
after making your way through parts of the tower, with the assistance of the stones, the sacred stones that Arthur gave you in order to navigate the tower safely, you were able to come to the 2nd floor, where, technically it's like a whole other floor of the tower, but whatever. You came across a couple of creatures in jail cells. You, upon meeting these creatures, each of them had a different thing to offer you in exchange for letting them out, but you can only choose one. As letting one out would kill the rest of them. You had chosen to let out.
Do we still have the psychopath with us?
So you decided to let out.
No, she's at the tower.
Gotcha.
Our little.
Yeah, she's not with you.
operation.
She's not with you in this one. Tiltativlis, let me pull that out.
Say Philip.
So you've decided to let out Kata, the spine devil, who her whole deal was that she had helped Titivolis create a sort of bomb in the bottom of his tower in the event that anyone would try to take the tower, kill him, yada yada. He would have a last word, a last say surprise for them. But Katha was locked in the prison because she knows how to set off that bomb without any of the prerequisites of either Titivolis dying or him setting it off. She can set it off herself. So, you had decided to do that. You have also been collecting evidence of Titivolis' betrayal against Dispater. You have a good number of those documents, all of which are pretty, for the paranoid mind of Dispater, would most likely be more than enough for him to be like, oh, fuck that guy. So it's looking pretty good. Now then, you have just released Kappa from the cell, and you are standing in the sort of jail cell area of the 5th floor.
5th floor.
Yeah, you're technically on the 5th floor. It was the second
Extra floors
area
being
you
added.
enter, but remember all the stairs are fucking bonkers. Yeah. But seeing as how you don't really need, if you don't wish, to proceed to Titivolis' tower, you can most certainly just follow Katha. But if you'd like to explore this tower a little bit more, explore this floor a little bit more, you're welcome.
We do have 3 other doorways we haven't gone through on this floor. And I think it might be worth at least poking our heads into to see if there are any more scrolls, because the more evidence we have, the better, as far as, like, making a case for ourselves.
Wasn't this door significantly trapped, but we rolled super lucky not to, like, get decimated?
I think you're thinking of the cells, because we could only let one person out and then all of the rest of them got obliterated.
But the door to get in here, I thought was super rigged.
No, you might be thinking of... We sent one of her specters through that she stole from someone.
Yes.
And then he came back and said there were no traps, and then when we opened the door, there was one of those, like, baby-faced fuckers.
I don't think I ever gave you the name of the devil that you stole it from, just the symbol, the X with a lion down the center.
Yeah, I think you did.
Or down the side.
That was it.
Okay.
Jackie's pissing her off.
Jesus. So.
That's my vote. It's also up to y'all.
We're playing on Sunday. I just saw that text.
What?
Alex was asking as we were all on the way here, are we playing Saturday or Sunday?
That would suck.
I say we might as well do 1 or 2 of these doors, right? Like Mav said, we'll get more evidence.
Yeah.
I'm all for getting the fuck out of here, but we can do at least 1 more.
Okay.
Alex, any opinions?
Let's blow this shit up.
That's not.
This is an opinion. I think we should blow this shit up. Are you happy, English teacher?
No, that's not answering.
That's exactly what you were looking for.
We're doing one more.
I don't want to go into another door.
Okay, there you go. There's a response.
Is this for a specific?
No, this is the book's description.
Did we get a spare D20 in here?
I had to do that to open it.
No, baby, this is mine. That's yours.
Oh, we didn't do that.
Oh, I didn't see the purple in all the other ones, so
Yeah.
that one looks like it got it pretty bad.
Oh,
I like that.
Thank you.
No, I didn't. It's okay.
I need to get another
But we
set
can just
for
say
next
we did.
campaign.
I'll pick a thing.
I do it for
Okay,
characters.
so they'll notice that you're. Which one?
How far is this next set of doors? What's...
So the room, it is a large round room that you entered in, and each of the doors are like within eyesight. It's not that large of a room, to be honest. You entered up the stairs into a circular chamber with, I believe, 4 doors all around you, and you went on the farthest right one from the entrance. But so when you exit this one, you have a door straight across from you, and then 2, kind of catty corner, and then the stairs that you came from.
Can I check the one closest to us for like any traps or anything?
The one like closest to the right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want you to roll investigation.
Okay.
Can I check it for magical traps?
You can roll Arcana.
For my, you're checking this door.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, probably that one.
I gotta
This
show
one
you
is
the
the one we're in.
dice.
Then yeah.
This one.
What dice?
The storm dice.
Is that what that is?
Blair.
24.
Alright.
No, it's not.
24. And what did you get for Arcana?
Hang on. It's 8 plus 9. So
17.
17.
Jeff,
Okay.
death saving.
So, what you notice is that there is some sort of, on the very, no, I would say the top of this one, there is some kind of small mechanism that's attached to some kind of crystal. You know that crystal would activate some sort of fire trap of some sort. So it's basically like on the door if you pull it.
Headhunter, do you want a fire explosive?
Yes.
Can you disengage it?
Do you want to put your knife in it
You
like
want
all
him
the other
to
doors?
disarm the. Sure,
Okay.
come on over here and disarm that bomb.
Alright, guys, get about 10 feet back.
All right,
Maybe
I get
15.
10. I get 10 feet back.
No, 15.
I get 15 feet back.
Okay, you get 15 feet
What am I
back.
rolling for? Slide?
So, this is a mechanical trap with an arcane element.
Oh,
This arcane
Magic.
sort
that
of
sounds
crystal.
good. Why did
So,
you...
so when you look at it, you're like,
Just breathe
I
on
don't
it.
know. I don't really know how this works. So we can just go ahead and do a sleight of hand and see how you do.
Well, no, he's like made of radiation. He's fine.
It's true.
It's like wearing
Bleed on
gloves. Like
I'm gonna
wearing
use my
electrical gloves.
inspiration because I just rolled a 5. 14, that's a little better. That's 8, 6, like 23.
23.
It doesn't matter because it's
He
fucking
inhales
magic.
it, guys.
So, as you slide your knife into it and you're kind of picking around, you're like the mechanism you can understand a little bit. It's made of just like simple iron.
Mechanisms.
And you're able to pop it off, and the gem goes shooting out. And with your quick reflexes, you grab it with your hand, and it just sort of sizzles and smokes in your hand. But it looked as though it was going to just shoot out and probably detonate, but he caught it.
Bouncing back.
And
And
now
it
it's
did-
now
in
as
his
you hold
hand.
it in your hand, it's like,
Put it in your bag.
and it's this like now
Swallow
it's
it.
like
I'm
beet
gonna swallow
fucking
it.
red. Just this red. Do you swallow it?
No, I'm gonna put it in my bag.
All right, you have this weird. Now, it is incredibly uncomfortable for you to touch, Alex.
It like burns almost.
Yes, it hurts you. You don't really want it on your person because it's magic and you're sort of anti-magic.
I'm still gonna put it in my bag and holding.
All right, you slip it
Because
into the
I
bag
have
of holding.
to jam it into a magician's eye
As it,
or a magic user.
holy shit. Okay, so it goes whoop, and just disappears.
If that thing ever gets like, what is it?
I guess if it explodes in there, then we're fine.
Yeah. No,
But
what,
I will lose
what's
all
the
my-
thing like if you put a bag of holding through like a
It
hole in the plane or
so
something?
it'll open up like basically like I think it makes like either an explosion or a small black hole.
Yeah.
It just destroys all life in like a small area. Yeah, it's
You're
really
destroying
bad.
a bag of holding?
Well, so that's not just destroying a bag of holding. It's like if you put a bag of holding into I can't remember what the other thing is. It's either like there's a magic item that just makes holes.
Yeah.
It's like a cartoon hole, like haha. And I think it's those. If you put a bag of holding in those, it's like
Because it's like
it just,
dividing by
like,
zero. It's
yeah,
like
you
pulling
just
two
like
holes
create a
through each
paradox
other.
and murder fuck everything in the area into like non-existence.
Yikes.
I think it's one of them, but I'm not so
Yeah,
sure.
it's something like that.
But I think you can. I don't think you can put a bag of holding in another bag of holding. I think it'll do the same thing. I'm pretty sure it does the same thing.
I would
Well,
love
because
to
imagine
try
you have
that.
infinite.
You're trying to
You have
get something
infinite
out
carry.
of the
You
second
have infinite
bag.
hammer space at that point. But
trying to
Alex has the bag of holding right now. That is you're able to use on you because you're not actively like using it. It just is there and it always
Yeah,
does
it's
the same.
universal.
But if you had like a wand, you wouldn't be able to use a wand because you're like trying to actually use it.
Does it burn when he wears it?
burns us.
It's probably uncomfortable, but it's over his armor.
It's really itchy. It's like made of wool.
Yeah, probably super don't like it, but it's hammer space, so fuck it. It's where you have all of your guns.
I like the
It hurts every time you reach in. It's like.
Okay, so let's open this door.
Okay, so you guys open up the door. It opens just fine, and inside you see what appears to be a couple of corpses. One looks to be a half elf, like mortal, and the other one looks to be a bearded devil. And then the last one seems to be some sort of. It kind of reminds you of like the hell scum that you fought down in the wretches, like just one of the weird creatures that just kind of exists here. Not really fiend or devil, but like just disgusting creature. All sort of sewn together. Yep. And in they seem to be like this. There's like 4 arms coming off of them, and they are all holding what appears to be a small box.
I say we take it.
Can you speak to the dead?
I mean, yeah, I can talk to the dead.
Should we do
Which
that?
head do you talk to? There's Hellscum, which the Hellscum looks like basically this creature where its jaw is split in the middle. So it looks like its mouth kind of does that. Its mouth is, all their mouths are sort of open, like they were screaming. He has 3 eyes and basically these barbs kind of coming off of his head, like long, like insect hairs. You know, those like kind of prickly hairs coming off of his head. The rest of his head is smooth, and he has the bones of his spine sort of protrude a little bit. He's just like this hideous, like spider sort of man.
Spider-Man.
And the one, stop it. The one is a Spider-Man's dead. He's dead in my universe. And then there's a half elf, I believe I said, and a bearded devil.
So there's only 3?
And a
Mortal, did you say?
yeah, the half elf was the mortal.
Oh, okay.
I think there's only 3. Yeah.
Plus,
I'll talk to the half elf, I guess.
Okay, so you activate it. Now, as you guys see, as Astrid waves her hand to begin to do these incantations, her the ring finger of her left hand is missing. It is gone. Not really sure when or how that happened, but her finger is simply gone. But she does not seem bothered by it. You do the incantation, boom, and then where am I?
What's in the box?
Is there only, there's 4 boxes?
There's one.
No, it's
box
one box in all
that
their
they're all
hands.
holding.
There's
Oh,
4
okay.
arms coming off of this mishmash that he's created.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
The box.
What's in the box?
It is a scroll of some kind. Titivolus. He placed it in there. We are to hold it for our transgressions against him.
What happens if we take the box?
I do not know.
What happens if we open the box?
I do not know.
What happens if we take the scroll inside?
Titivolus will be most displeased.
What did you do?
Took the scroll.
I tried to escape him. He told me, stay a moment and speak with me. But my family had been burned, so I ran.
he needs a cough drop.
Yep. Super dry in hell.
That's where we are.
Alex?
What do you think?
You want me to grab the box?
No, I want you to slap him.
Oh, I'm gonna slap.
Grab
it.
the scroll.
Roll a d6.
Is this
No, it's the
I'm gonna resist.
a 3?
He has to
Alright,
roll
3.
to hit. He has to roll to hit.
wrong. 3 damage.
Oh.
Do I get inspiration again?
What?
Do I get inspiration?
Yes.
Again? Oh, I'm gonna do this all night.
Keep up with your bullshit.
I like this.
This is your birthday gift, and your Christmas gift will come after.
Thank you.
I'm dead.
Beat your brother's ass as much as you want. So, how many? I think that's all your questions, correct?
Yeah, it was 5.
He turns into a bird.
His eyes roll back, and he back to his position.
So it's another scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Do you detect anything on the box itself?
What are you rolling, Arcane? Go
18 plus 8 or 9.
Yes, there is a small enchantment on the box that it appears, cause some sort of elemental damage to you. You know what? We roll high. It looks like ice. We'll cause some kind of ice damage to you.
Am I able to turn it off?
Yeah, to undo a magical spell, I think, were we using Arcanum?
I remember I did it last
Arcanum.
time and it took like 10 minutes to like diffuse it or something.
Let's do Arcanum. Well, that'll determine how difficult it is. Arcana, whatever.
14 plus 8 or 9.
Okay, so easily enough, you see as Astrid simply reaches over it, her hand over the box, and you can see the box, and there's ice that starts to form on it, and then it quickly melts away as you pop it right open. There is a scroll inside.
Is the scroll fine?
Yes, the scroll is fine.
Alright, I'll take the scroll.
The little wrapping around it's also cursed. So what is it?
Another objective list.
It does. It appears to be again another deal with another devil.
So it's
So
he has
That's
this
what we're
web
going for.
of intrigue, or this web of like protection in the event that Dissipator drops. He is very prepared to take the mantle and rule the city.
So we've got 4 scrolls now?
I believe yes.
Yeah.
I believe you have 4 scrolls that detail him and deals with other devils throughout the city.
I'm trying to keep track of it for us. Alright, so we have 2 other rooms to the left of us if we want to deal with those. Or if we're going to try to explode the place.
I think, do we have a good enough case? Do we feel confident in what we have so far?
I mean, if we read them over, are they pretty, like, damning?
So one on their own, not so much. It's
Well,
like,
there's
oh, well,
4
this
of them.
could have been a deal for whatever. These 4, especially if presented with the idea that Arthur kind of told you to present it with, like, look, this motherfucker was trying to kill Dissipator. We're just helping you out. Bam.
Well, do they...
If you put these 4 together, like it's starting to really look like a pattern of him planning to do something.
Then we can blame the explosion
does
on
it-
him destroying his own evidence.
Does it look like all these scrolls, do they point to
idea.
stuff, like deals he made, and it points to Dissipator?
It all has to do, all of them pertain to
Or is it just
like,
random
like
shit?
the incredible discourse of the city due
Go get my groceries.
due to the sudden, unexpected, and incredibly tragic loss of our great and noble leader Dissipator. It's flowery language to make it sound like he doesn't, but again, somebody as smart as Dissipator, the Lord of Secrets of Hell, can be like, what? You know, like you shouldn't be planning at all. So yes, it does kind of look like in lawyery, you know, in flowery language, it does seem like he's like, let's fucking get rid of this guy. But it's not blatant. It's not like he's saying, I don't, dear diary, I hate this pair so much, he's a poop face, I'm gonna kill him. Like, it doesn't say that.
It would
It's
be a
more
better
just-
game if it said that.
That's
You know,
like
it's more
exactly
realistic.
from my diary.
Stop! You're not allowed to say bad game then.
I already have inspiration. I'm almost like I get stacks.
I get you. No, just one. So, yeah, it's
You
looking
have
pretty good.
infinite advantage.
I mean, I would say that I feel pretty confident with the fact that we have 4 scrolls. That's me personally. It's up to y'all. 'cause
Let's go. Let's blow this place up.
Yes.
Now,
Cha-cha,
being,
let's go.
being that you've lived in Dis for pretty much your whole life, you know Dissipator. That's what this is all dealing with.
Right.
Never have you reached this high or been at this kind of level of intrigue or even involved in anything with the politics of this. Tativolis is his
Dis.
right-hand man, his most trusted advisor. But at the same time, Dissipator is known for being incredibly paranoid and incredibly intelligent. That's why he never leaves his tower. He's always up there, and he kind of watches everybody and does everything from in there. You've heard that he's very paranoid. You've heard that he's very powerful, and you've heard that he's very difficult to like lie to and manipulate. hence evidence.
Yeah.
So just so you understand what you're going towards. I'm not saying that you don't have enough. You definitely probably do at a game, whatever. But this will also require some conversation,
Right.
and you explaining it in an intelligent way. So it's not like it's going to be okay. We're all done. After this, just be ready to
Make a case.
Make a case for your survival. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you peeing?
No.
Yeah.
Do you want to just do the next door next to us? We're in a circle room. We might as well.
Well, Katha is waiting by the staircase that you came from.
Okay.
That seems to be the continue your main quest if you want, but there's also side quests here if you want.
Let's do another door.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
The next one.
Bulletproof this one.
Okay, so you
I'd
go
say
to the.
investigate.
Is this the one that was across the cells, or the one right next to the door that you just opened?
Right next to.
This one?
Okay.
So this one.
So, who's opening the door?
I think someone should investigate
Yeah,
before
I
anyone
wanna check it
opens
again.
No one's
Alright.
gonna open your damn trap doors.
That took
It's natural
Jewel 12
20.
minutes to eat a
For
corn.
Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
So
Plus 8.
what
or
you
9.
see, what you see is that this door has what appears to be a web all over it of this sort of like light, and it seems to be radiant. It's radiant damage.
Touch it.
So I'm gonna say with a natural
Yeah, so
20,
you should touch it.
you're able to undo the radiant magic all over it. It was powerful. This would have fucking hurt somebody. But as you similar to what happened to the people in the cell, how it basically blew them up. This was like a radiant grenade that you're undoing right now.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
So you undo it, and the door seems fine.
Alright. I'll open it.
Kick it open.
No.
Do you kick it open?
No.
How do you open it?
With the handle.
Okay. So you open it, and inside there appears to be what looks like a glass orb. And inside of the glass orb, there appears to be like a skull. It's like a weird looking skull inside of it, like a wicked looking fucking thing. It has like horns and like teeth, and it's definitely like some sort of devil or demon skull. Roll history for me.
Mav is stupid. Let's see if he has
Let's see if you can do it.
Ooh.
18?
18. Wow. Okay. So you know that this is an Armonite. It's a demon. It is like a demon centaur monster that exists.
Oh, great.
And they're actually really dangerous. Like not as powerful as a Garistro or as big of a powerhouse, but they are used as like the cavalry of demons. Like they flood Armonite in there, and they run in fucking slinging. I think it's like lightning that they throw, and they're just fucking gnarly. Their tails have like big spears on them. So it's an Armonite skull in this weird glass like orb.
But he's not holding a scroll or anything in his
No,
mouth
it's
that
just-
we can tell?
Just a pissed off looking Armonite skull, demon skull.
That's the only thing in this room?
Can
Yes,
I
actually.
flick my little fingers against the orb?
Okay, so you walk over to the orb, and as you flick your finger against it, your finger goes like into it for a second, like it's like a
Yeah.
like it's like
Goopy.
viscousy, gooey material, and you will take 4 acid damage as you're like, ow, shit! It doesn't seem to be affecting the skull.
Is it floating?
It's floating
Or is
in
it on
this
a pedestal?
The orb itself is on like a pedestal. Yeah.
But the skull is in the orb.
Is inside the orb.
You don't like that?
I'm gonna kick the pedestal.
Okay, so you
I can kick it over.
Okay, so you kick the pedestal. You just kick the fucking thing, and it as it falls over, the orb falls over, and the orb goes and starts sizzling into
Does
the
it get-
silver,
Yeah.
and just begins to sink through with the skull in it. Just and you guys just watch in the center of the room. Is it? Do you let it go all the way through, or are you gonna like? do
What,
something?
whose skull is it? Do we know?
It's like a
Let me
demon's
see how much-
skull.
let me
Would
see
it be
how much-
worth anything for trade?
Hold on. I'll put my hands
In
in
hell,
it. Let me
probably
see how much
devils
health I
hate demons. So in the city of Dis, which is where you are, yes.
have. Putting both my hands in it, grabbing the horns and pulling it out.
I could have telekinesis.
You didn't act quick enough.
You were getting excited, so I didn't want to say anything.
8 acid damage as you just and it's eating away the flesh of Astrid. You just watch her fucking dig her hands into it as it's eating the flesh from her hands. She grips the horns of the skull and rips it out, and you see it like as some of it kind of flecks onto your chest and face, just like little bits of it, but you don't.
That's really.
She seems like she just doesn't
hordes.
give a fuck about the acid damage. And now you have the skull.
I'm not deigning you with a response to that.
Is it a big skull?
Yeah, it's pretty big. Like it would be. You could strap it by your belt if you want, and it would hang there. But it's probably just a big fucking skull. Or you could wear it on your back if you want, or you could turn it into a helmet.
Give it to the bone man for your knife.
Give it to the bone man.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
The Rattler.
Give it to that bone man. It's definitely magical. It seems that this skull is enchanted in some way with something.
How magical?
We'll figure it out later.
That might be worth something.
But there's no skull. Or there's no scroll.
There's the skull. No scroll.
I'm gonna add it to. Yeah, but no scroll. This just seems to be a cool item.
Thanks for putting it in
Does
there.
it come back to life? Why did he suspend it in acid
Well, like I said,
for eternity?
It seems to be enchanted in some way.
It made him angry.
And what it does. Do you want to spend time analyzing it? Okay.
3 hours right
now. That's technically a spell in D&D, being able to read what items do. But if you don't care, then
magic
don't worry
or
about
whatever.
it.
Yeah, I'll do it later.
All right, I'm gonna add it to your inventory though, so you'll pretty much know exactly what it is because now it's in your inventory. So
I won't look.
you now have this cool fucking skull.
All right. I say we go back down then. Right?
Did you say I won't look? And the first thing she does is go to her equipment and look. Why did you even say I won't look?
I wanted to see if it was there. It's not there.
She just wanted to judge you.
Refresh. So,
It's
what
not
was
there,
it?
Evan.
Where are you going?
It's not there.
We're done.
Okay, there's one last door if you guys want to check that last door.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're here.
So much.
Wow,
One
alright,
more door,
grumpy.
guys. One more
We're
door.
here. It's gonna help us.
Like my yoga
Katha is
instructor.
staring at the
One more
ceiling
Cha-Cha can wait. We got evidence to collect.
So,
Cha-cha.
this door, not trapped.
Kick it open.
Okay. You kick open the door.
We didn't roll.
There before you is a 100-foot hallway. And down at the other end of this hallway, there seems to be a big chest.
This feels like the never-ending stairs in Mario.
Long 100-foot hallway with a chest at the end. Well, that was a staircase. This isn't a staircase. It's a hallway.
Is that so?
Are you
check
butthurt?
traps?
'Cause I figured it out.
No.
Because my investigation is none.
Okay, now it's in there.
I want to summon Mr. Marbles inside the doorway and tell him to run for the chest.
That works.
Too small for Mr. Marbles.
Oh,
It's like a normal
Tell him
normal
to
hallway
crawl.
for normal people. He's fucking huge.
it's a normal hall for normal people.
Hold on.
Is that what
Can
you said?
zombify
Yes.
That's awesome.
Sometime?
What did you say?
I might be able to.
Can
do
she
something.
zombify summon someone? I can't words.
You want to summon another specter? And try
No,
to-
I'm
I
not
could
saying
just
she
run
should
into
summon
it.
another
Do
specter.
you wanna
I'm
do that?
saying, can she raise zombie out of nowhere?
What's the material?
No, she needs bodies to raise
I can
zombies.
force
What
that.
What's the
into it.
material of the hallway? What are we in?
So it
What is
seems
it?
to be iron walls, silver floors with purple carpets, and that's the
Fuck this
floors of
guy.
his. He's to tell us.
Is there any
There's also
stone?
the tapestries of him
Ah,
being like
of course.
the fucking king.
Is there any stone?
I'm gonna.
Actually, no. I don't think in here. No, there is not.
I'm gonna roll investigation to see if I can see any traps.
Okay,
2.
seems fine.
It seems fine.
It's fine.
I want to roll an investigation.
Well, here's the thing. Mav just investigated the hallway, and Mav, there's no traps. Do you
seems
let
fine.
them-
I don't believe her.
Him.
It.
Ouch.
Him.
Jeez.
It's just a man.
Are you
you
doing
getting-
something?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll allow it. Don't. Why would you throw it at the microphone?
A 10.
What is it?
A 10.
10?
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Seems fine. You're right. I'm sorry I doubted Jim.
Alright,
It's just a 100-foot
I'm
hallway.
guessing if something doesn't go well, I can roll this to
Oh, wait.
deal with it, right?
100 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
I mean, I have a whole bunch of
Yeah,
stuff
you're
in a
fast as
soul
fuck,
box,
remember.
but I don't.
I have a
want
plus
make you
17 to any
pull 'em
acrobatics
out.
roll, so I'm figuring if anything like shoots out
You
of
can
me,
start
I'm like-
fucking, you can start limboing and fucking jumping around your way out of it. What's up, Amanda?
I have things in like a soul box, but I don't think it's worth it to pull them out for this.
Just big old honking chest down there at the end.
I'm gonna go ahead and say in character, Matt was like, "Hi," and he starts walking down the hallway.
Okay.
All right.
Walk down the hallway. Takes a little bit. It's 100 feet. You're looking at the chest in front of you.
I'm gonna roll investigation.
It's a mimic.
Crit fail. I rolled a 1.
Damn, I accidentally removed
Seems
my armor.
fine.
It's fine.
It seems fine.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Does it have teeth?
it seems fine. Mav goes to open the.
Okay.
Open the
You
chest.
you flip open the chest, and inside of the chest there appears to be a scroll. This one is wrapped with a golden like thread around it. And yeah, that's all that's inside the chest actually.
And
Now, as soon as you flip it open, seems fine.
Seems fine.
Grab the scroll. And then you hear and the door that you guys are standing in front of slams shut, and you see it, and this like arcane seal kind of slides across it from the outside. So it's like closer to you guys. She would not, or he would not be able to reach any of the arcane shit that
It's
just
he.
sealed that door. There is all the way at the other end. You see the wall slide open and a small like a lever pop out, and the ceiling simply begins to open and begins to spew lava down.
Oh, great.
As you, I would say, roll acrobatics.
That's a ninja warrior my way out of this shit.
Alex, grab the incendiary thing, put it into the door.
One second, Evan. I accidentally removed the armor you gave me, so I don't have it in my inventory.
Oh, really? I'll get it back to you. I'll get it
Okay.
back to you. If you go in there, go into your equipment, and type in armor. And it was the like weird sounding one, like armor.
I
Armor
removed
cap.
it. It said attune or remove, and I hit remove. I want to see how much AC it gave me, and it took it.
But I mean, as if you were going to add new equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. You know what? I'll do it at halftime. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll see. I'll see what you see.
All right. So
I rolled a 33 for acrobatics.
okay. So you dodge the initial splash of lava as you're like fuck as it like
Is this the whole ceiling?
the ceiling. So it
Or
basically
just
is like
over
this.
Mav?
And so you have this like column of lava that just started pouring and is now immediately for 100 feet. There is a line of lava that will be growing bigger until it is just pouring all down all over the entire hallway. You have a thin margin of space that you're, you know what I mean, like scraping against the wall, trying to get away from it. But you did dodge the initial splish splash, taking a bath of it.
I
And
do also have fire resistance, defenses against fire. So should it hit me,
that
be able to help
will
some.
definitely help you. Now, are you trying to get to the other end?
I would imagine I'm trying to get towards the door. I can tell the door is closed, right?
Oh, it slammed shut, and there's a weird little like bang lever that's
I-
hanging on the other side.
Where
Can
by
we
us?
talk through the?
What?
The lever's by us?
No, it's
It's
on
on
the
my
inside.
side.
Oh,
on,
okay.
on his
But-
side of the
Are you gonna go
door.
for it?
All you guys
I
saw
don't know
was
if
that
I
the door
should. I'm
slammed
trying to
shut
get over
and
there.
arcane seal. You know nothing about what's going on in that room.
Oh wait,
Can-
we're on the outside.
Yeah.
We're not
Yes.
inside?
Yep.
Oh, well, can I open it? You said it was an arcane seal?
She speaks.
yeah. You want to start trying to undo it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
14 plus 8 or 9?
Okay, so you begin, but
I
it is
said 8 or 9.
it is tough. So you're just like basically unwelding it with I'm gonna say just one of your fingers, which
Yeah.
some of the acid has burned it away, so there's like bone sticking out.
Ooh.
So you're just like and just sort of grinding it away, like get the fuck out of here. Lava's coming. Anything that anybody wants to be able to do. And what
We're
are you
not
doing?
in there. We don't know.
The door's
I know.
open.
No,
No,
it's closed. It's welded shut. I'm the only one.
magically
in the
welded
lava.
shut. She is magically unwelding
I'm gonna
it. shut.
give you a chance to react to do something.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep booking it towards the only door out.
Okay, so your full movement is 60 because of your haste, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you're able to make it 60 feet all the way. Now, Here's the thing. That you can do safely. You can choose an action to dash.
I was just looking at that. Yeah.
Now that is another full movement. You can take your full movement to get across.
Increase equals your speed after applying any modifiers at the speed of 30 feet. For example, you move up to 60 feet if you dash. Any increase or decrease in your speed changes this animation. If your speed is... So I would be moving 90 feet if I were to move and then dash?
Well, because you're hasted,
Right.
It's another 60.
Oh, it's another...
So you would be able to reach that lever. Here's the thing. If you
In
dash...
6 seconds, I'm able to cross 100 feet. Jesus
Welcome
Christ.
to having fucking armor of haste. The problem is, if you dash, that's not being careful. You are hauling ass. And in this situation, that means I am going to make you do another acrobatics with disadvantage for that lava to hit you. Or you can try to get over there and try to keep acrobaticing your way around this fucking lava and risking, taking another turn to
I
get
say
there.
we'll go ahead and do dash, and then I'll roll acrobatics with a disadvantage.
Okay, go right ahead. So let's see if you can haul ass and make it on your own.
33 again?
For acrobatics?
Yes.
Now roll again. Disadvantage is you roll and take the lower number.
9 plus 17. What is that, 28?
26.
28?
9 plus 17. What's that?
26.
26.
26?
Yes.
So you're hauling
Why
ass.
did you not trust me?
I don't know, because you paused.
Then you're going to take half damage.
Half damage, including my
With
fire
lava
resistance?
Splashing.
Ooh.
Yeah, that will happen again.
So it would be a quarter damage?
Yep.
Full quarter half jump.
Now, lava actually does a certain amount of damage, which is fucking nuts, which I can't remember and I'm not going to look it up, but just do understand that lava's only splashing you right now. But if you guys put your feet in lava in D&D, it's a bullshit amount of
It's
like
one of-
100 D8
I
or
wonder
something.
why.
It's one of those things
Yeah.
that they're trying to apply real life logic to the stats heavy
Yes.
D&D game.
Oh,
Because
this
it's like
is
I was born in
shit
lava.
roll.
you just inherited it.
9, 10.
Lava man.
My blood type is
So
lava.
19 cut in half, 8.
Our
cut in half
next
again,
character
4.
should be Shark
So
Boy.
as you boom boom boom, one foot kind of like
I'm gonna be
kind
lava
of
shark.
splashes the lava as it
I'll
splashes
be
onto
boy
like
girl.
your calf, and it like sizzles in there a little bit. But you're like, fuck it, you know what I mean? Don't care.
We're the
And
worst superheroes
you're used to the
ever.
heat. You fucking lived in this your whole life.
Right.
You've probably touched lava once or twice. Like whatever, it's no big deal. And you're able to reach and get to that lever.
Okay.
You pull that lever.
Did she say so?
No, that's why I asked. Did you pull that lever?
I mean, I think at that point that's a whole turn, so unless Amanda's able to get the door completely undone within the next turn.
You're about halfway through.
We're about halfway through.
Oh, sounds so nice in there. So you will have to make one more dodge.
To try to, because I'm imagining if there's a door here and then the wall's here, if I can get into, this little corner and just,
That's you, and the
Yeah.
lever's still here, but you're like, Jesus, fuck, as the lava is beginning to spill across the entire floor.
Can you say the name Jesus in hell?
Who?
Can you?
Jesus doesn't exist in D&D, so I don't see why not.
You don't know that.
He'll be my next character.
Do you want to be Jesus Christ next?
Jesus Christ.
A dwarf. A dwarf bard.
I love it.
I hate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'll wait and see if she
Chris,
can get the door.
Eat this bread, it's me.
So if I need to roll another acrobatics, then...
So you will.
Yeah.
She's getting the door, but it
Yeah.
will take a while.
Okay.
Does anybody else have anything that they...
I'll open a soul box on the other side of the door.
I'll
for
twirl
her to
my
jump
thumbs.
into.
Oh,
Jump
okay.
into.
So suddenly you see this...
Eat it, ho ho, eat it.
Suddenly you see this sort of light square just, and there is that you probably have seen him do it before, where that's one of Esther's soul boxes that he has opened for you.
I opened the one with all the shitty swampy mud from the very first
A bunch of
time.
shitty swampy mud, as well as what appears to be two decomposing
Yeah,
bodies
me too.
slip out.
Forget their
One that
names.
is only like a rotting, very rotted half elf head or elven head comes slipping out as it, and the other body hits the lava as this disgusting, foul-smelling liquid pours
It's like
out.
your compost heap.
Yep.
Can I try to calm with them and be like, Esther, did you do this?
Yes.
All right.
So I'll make a roll for that. You're in. You hop into it.
You only do it once per day.
He's in the
Okay.
soul box.
No, I can't.
No, I know.
Oh, yeah, can you imagine?
I'm just
I
stuck in here for the rest of the
him.
day.
And I'll,
Well,
I'll
did you
burn another
use-
charge to open it back
Well,
up.
hold
out
on.
here.
Did you use plane shift in order to get to the city of Dis?
No, I used you offered me to use it as a 9th level spell.
So your ring is still available.
Elf on the
Okay,
shelf.
cool.
Yeah, no. Whenever we go into hell, I keep my ring happy and healthy.
You won't be able to leave though right now. You'll have
That's
to spend
okay.
the night in hell in Dis.
Yeah.
Well, aren't we anyway? Because
if
what's
you
his
want.
face said we would probably get arrested.
Probably will.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see what that's like in Dis. It's
Alright.
fast.
So what's the soul box look like? What is it? What am I looking at here?
What's it look like?
It's a 30 by 30 stone room. Do I have hair on that? I was trying to get
It's
Is
like-
it stone? I imagine it like astral, like nothing.
I
walls
think
or
of it in
something.
cartoons
Stone
when
is
they
fine.
take away when it's just white and they walk there. That's what I picture.
That's
it.
kinda
Well,
what
I think vanilla D&D, it's like a stone basement. So that's what I've always just thought of.
Okay,
It's
cool. I like it. I would say
Remember
that
when
it
you were
probably takes on aspects of the Dusk Keep because you're so connected to it. It
Yeah.
probably just
It
sort
is
of
the
looks
basement
like
of the
that.
Dusk Keep.
Whoa, that would be cool.
Ooh,
That might be.
lore.
I'll play with that idea. That's neat. Maybe as years to come as you get better. With
I throw my ring away now. I never want to see it again.
All right, throws them in.
Swallow it.
I got all the scrolls on me except for one.
So you hop into this weird. You're in this weird basement room, and then you're thinking, boy, I hope he lets me out because there's nothing you can do. All right, so Esther, he's in there.
Do you know? How does he know?
I guess it's still
Yeah,
open.
wait until I get the door open, I guess, and then we'll confirm.
All right, so you sizzle through. The door opens as lava begins to spill out of it. As you're like,
No, I
getting
put
out of
my
its
feet
way
in
as
it.
it's slowly.
We take a bath.
No!
So, Mav is not in that room. Lava is perpetually
Oh.
pouring down
I think
that.
we lost
Should I
Matt.
close the door? Close the door.
Katha goes, close that fucking door!
Okay, Cha-Cha. Close the door.
As it's smushing the
Is
lava.
it melting through the... just like the acid?
Yeah. The acid was a little faster because it was like made to do that. But this is just sort of lava burning, melting silver.
How high up is the ceiling?
That you're in right now?
Yeah.
That ceiling was lower, but this ceiling probably like 20 feet. Like pretty high.
I want to open the soul box on the ceiling.
Okay. Mav, you immediately feel it drop beneath you. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I didn't want to drop her out, but okay. No, take that.
I didn't even see what a crit failed.
Okay. So
You break
as you're
both
like
your
you're like,
knees.
how do I get up? And just slam your face, and you take like 3 bludgeoning damage from the ground.
This is the episode where we kill each other inadvertently.
This is where we turn on each other, guys. It took 60 sessions.
Esther's slapped to death.
My ring is almost tapped out.
Ow.
You do have inspiration. So
Matt
You're
just kind of like peels his face up off the floor.
So I'm guessing it was trapped.
you see that your right foot is smoking. The lava splashed it.
Nah,
What was in there?
lava. Can you not see? And I point to the lava
Did
coming
you
out
get-
from the door.
Did you
That
get
actually-
anything before the lava?
Yeah, I got another scroll with like a gold thread around it. It's fancy.
Can we go look at it?
Okay.
You want to open it?
This scroll
It's a bomb.
is. Oh. This scroll is what appears to be written by Titivulis. It is what appears to be he has already created a letter that basically is like saying and informing the more important people of the city his deepest regrets that Dispater has fallen. It's basically he wrote a letter. Again, it's not
That's all
saying
we need.
It's like a letter he's prepared in case
Is
Dispater
it signed
falls.
by him in his
Oh
handwriting?
yeah, it's from him because I will be taking on the mantle with a heavy heart. You know, as we all know, Dispater was our strongest and most powerful. You know, and as well as because he's a devil, I expect unwavering loyalty, and I expect all this shit. Like basically, I'm the
Quivering
boss now.
loyalty.
Everybody sit the fuck down and do what I say.
Right.
It says
again,
thoughts
written-
and prayers to Tivlis.
Written in a very flowery manner, as Titivulis seems to be good with his words.
He doesn't seem that good.
2 damage.
I will be dead
Inspiration
before.
stack.
1 more inspiration. No, who else wants to slap him to get inspiration? Anybody?
Mav will because
Nobody.
he dropped
All
him
right,
on the
Mav,
floor.
you get inspiration. You
'Cause I
backhand the
trapped
shit
him
out of
on
him,
the
and you
floor.
take 2 damage. I like this rule forever.
Worth it.
I might start doing that when you guys metagame too. I might start punishing you if you metagame.
I have no idea what inspiration does, but I like having a little.
You can
sun on
reroll.
my-
You can reroll one bad roll. You can reroll.
Oh, nice.
It's like having a point of luck.
Do you remember back in the day during G&G, whenever Flack would make a pun, he would get punished in game? Like the giant stone golem would throw stuff at Flack, the scientist guy. This was a long time ago.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. And I was just like, I beat you viciously. Yes, I do remember that.
Good times.
You were fighting a golem, and he went after you because you were doing nothing but puns.
Power puns. So, we have
Imagine
our
being a
evidence.
bard, and those are legitimate weapons
Word.
that I can't fight against.
Word of power puns.
God, I hate that's a good spell though. It literally hurts everyone with this. Allies, enemies, doesn't matter. Hurts everyone. So,
Just like my puns in real life.
Is that an actual thing?
what power word puns?
No, but like,
Vicious mockery is where you
there
insult
you
somebody and hurt them. It's a bard ability. You hurt somebody by just being like "fuck you," and they're like, "Ah," and
Middle
they like
school
start
with a
hurting.
spell.
It's like psychic damage or something. So you have this scroll. This scroll seems pretty fucking damning.
This
Alright.
scroll seems pretty damning.
I say
So
we.
where do we go now to play?
I'm very upset that you went in that room because you're the one with the fastest.
Everything.
I was hoping 2 people would go in that room with you, but it seems like you're the
No.
one that took the helm.
we like half of our team didn't go into a bedroom because we were afraid the guy was in the bedroom.
Yep.
Why would we go down 100 feet hallway that's clearly trapped?
Well, he said it wasn't trapped.
It wasn't trial.
He
It
also
It
said
looked
wasn't
okay.
trapped.
looked okay.
I think it's by me.
So you guys have the scrolls.
I say we follow Katha out.
Cha-cha, where do we go? Cha-cha real slow.
Just throws a spine at you. One point of damage.
No.
Yes.
I'm getting no armor checks or anything.
Stop. I'm teaching you. You must
No,
learn.
you're
You're
not.
refusing to learn.
I
is the
know.
thing.
I will
There's
not.
no one to blame but you.
I will
So,
not.
Katha goes, follow me, and starts making her way down the staircase, but waiting for you all to enter the stairs as well.
Okay.
And she extends her little hand for whoever's first.
I want to touch your hand.
You grab her nasty little clawed hand, grabs you. Hold hands. So you hold hands as Katha begins to walk you down. It does not lead you back down to the floor that you were at before, but instead leads you to this like cavern. You're like deep underground somewhere. You enter what appears the stairs go from silver to stone as you enter this area, and it kind of reminds you of the Wretches. Where it's definitely underground, like there's a bunch of shit above you and stalagmites and whatever. And in the center, stop it. And in the center, there is what appears to be a like this column of like greenish crackling light with something just floating in the center. It looks like this big crystal that's just sort of thrumming this. And it's big, it's green, and the lightning that kind of shoots around is like greenish orange as it smells intensely of ozone, and you two are feeling a little sick being just being near it. Alex, that's a big old fuck ton of
Nuclear
radiation.
reactor.
Yep, basically.
Nice.
It's like a weird nuclear reactor that's just kind of floating there.
What does it look like? Like,
It's this huge like
Just
it's
describe.
so it's this
I'm looking
green,
at heated blankets.
it's a beam of green sort of energy that seems to be spewing, and as you're looking at it, it seems to be spewing on either side from this thing. It's like a big weird crystal in the center, and there's like orangish greenish lightning shooting around
Can
it.
I go up to it?
Actually, yeah, you can. So as
Drink
you
it
start
in.
getting near it, however, Katha's like, "Wait, it's kind of deadly to get near."
I just want to keep walking towards it.
He's kind of special.
As you begin to
Cha-cha.
get closer and closer, it is irradiated. There is radiation in the area, and it starts to affect you. If you get any closer to it, you will trigger your
Hulk.
radioactive like madness, and you will start.
Wait, is
flipping
this
the
thing?
fuck
Do
out.
we have to destroy this thing to destroy the thing?
No, Katha just brought you down here. He's like,
Oh,
"Oh, wait."
Can I touch it?
You will. Hey. If you touch it, it will activate your Do you remember the Mad Madness? So
Mad
if you get
Mad-
Mad
Oh wait, let me
Madness,
make sure I don't go.
yeah, you're gonna start hurting
anti-teammates.
everybody in the near
You're gonna
area. With no
stroke down
enemies
and kill
around,
everybody.
with no enemies, you will start attacking them.
I want to pocket this for later.
You can't. It's huge. You can't pocket it. It's bigger
Can I
than.
break up? Can I shoot it?
Why?
So I can break off chunks.
No!
What? What do you... Get the fuck away from it.
Why are you bring me here?
She took it.
Well, that's what she gets.
Well, it took Jewel to eat hers in 12 minutes. Jackie, we're like an hour and a half in, and Jewel just took it from her.
Well, it fucking took too long. That's what's up. You gotta be smarter. Oh my girl.
Come on, Dingo.
That's what
I'll
she
get you
deserves.
another one. You know what? I gotta go anyway.
This is
I'll-
Darwinism. All right. Well, good. He'll stay away from that.
You won't wipe
I
the
gotta
ceiling.
go anyway.
So Katha goes
Get back here.
and pulls him back, and wherever he's going, and she looks at him and goes,
So, this is it.
Yeah, alright, what do we do?
Well, I just need to do a little something, and then we will haul ass back up these stairs, and it'll blow up.
About how much time do we have in between you doing something and us hauling it?
Super not long
Okay.
at all.
Which one of y'all is
You've been-
latest?
Latest?
Yeah.
Probably me or Astrid, but I could fly.
probably
can
Esther. I think
fly.
Astrid's a little taller than Esther.
Oh yeah, you're taller now.
Astrid's like really tall. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking,
And your bones are denser because they're made of Eldritch Abomination bones.
I was
You're
thinking
weighed
I
down
could
by all
probably
the
try
evil.
to put someone on my back and haste piggyback us out of here.
You could do that.
It wouldn't be comfortable for whoever's having to hold on to me because
I
of my
would
spiky
appreciate
armor.
that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, okay, well,
Problem is, if you get too close to that, your armor won't work.
yeah, that's fine. I
It'll
don't think
just
that'll be a
destroy
problem.
all magic that gets too close to it.
I don't think that's a problem. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get all of us out of here without someone tripping and falling flat on their face.
I'll be flying, so
Is your flying speed pretty fast?
it's as much as my running speed.
How fast is everyone's speed?
Well, if you all stay near the stairs, you should be fine.
Okay.
You. I could use a lift. You seem to be not bothered by it. So if I ride on your back, we walk over there, I do what I have to do. You don't fucking touch the thing, and we're good to go.
Sounds good to me.
Don't listen. Don't touch it, or it might blow up early and destroy us all.
That would be terrible. 3.
Should I be worried about this
Yes, absolutely.
You can trust me.
Should be worried about him.
guy? Alright,
So she climbs up onto your back,
let's go.
and you start going. As you walk, the armor that you're wearing is like you can feel it's reacting to this intense amount of radiation. And you go,
So, basically, what you're looking at here is something that was found in the elemental plane of radiation. There's every kind of elemental plane for all the different elements, and then there's all the crazy fucking chaotic energies in between. Well, I was able to get a hold of this thing, and wearing the proper kind of protective suit, I was able to work with it. But I don't have that suit, so we're just gonna do what we can here.
Sounds good.
Alright.
so as you guys begin to get closer, it starts to seep into you, and she's kind of looking at it. And she goes,
Okay. That's close enough.
and she hops off, and she kind of starts looking around. You see her like it's hurting her too, and she kind of starts patting around, and starts digging in this area, and digs for a few minutes. And as she does, she comes up with this small, what looks like this weird device, wires and deep diodes or whatever the fuck is on. This weird mechanical little thing, and she's like,
Okay.
and she cracks it open and starts fucking with it. And you can see that there's another smaller, like, thrumming crystal inside of this. And as she starts moving shit around, she wraps it with, like, this copper, like, coil. And then connects the copper coil to this, like, antenna that she holds on the other side. And slowly, very gingerly closes it. And then she puts this little lever on the thing. And you can see the... And she goes, holy shit. And as she starts pushing the dial up, as the gem, this crystal, begins to get stronger and stronger, you see her eyes light up with joy, and she lifts her hand up and she goes, I would say burn in hell, but where you're going is even better. And she clicks a button, and she goes, run, and jumps onto your back. Do you run?
Mm-hmm.
The orange lightning begins to boom, 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 and begins to start fucking freaking out as this thing starts spewing out radiation. You are getting affected by it. As it's getting stronger and stronger, you get hit, and as you are running, you all haul ass for the stairs. You make sure that you hold hands. And you make your way up the stairs. You are then spit out what appears to be on this a random doorway on a tall iron building of Dis. You are outside.
Oh.
You're in the city of Dis.
Lovely.
And as you come out, Alex, you are like fighting as you see the green veins peel up Alex's skin as he kind of pushes away for a minute. You are now affected with the first level of like the small amount of radiation has pumped into you.
Is he dangerous?
He might be. He looks like he's freaking out a little bit. If you go into your serum and read what small amounts do, because that's what just hit you as you were running away. If you decided to stay there and bathe in it, you would have caught a lot more. So as you guys look, you see the Tower of Tetivolis in the distance, just within the city. You're a good distance away, and as Katha jumps off, she runs over to the edge like,
Yes, come on.
I take out my cell phone.
You say soul phone?
Nothing happens. She goes, come on. Now the camera cuts. We
What's the
see
camera?
a large room, circular, high ceiling, about 100 feet. Nothing in the room except large purple carpet on the floor. Tapestries lining the walls, with a massive one hanging from the center of the room. And in front of that tapestry, a throne. Beautiful, majestic, and sitting on it is Tetivolis. Tetivolis is a pale devil, smooth skin, horns that protrude from his forehead and just kind of rise up. He has goat legs and shitty little wings. He has a sort of beautiful black and gold kind of armor, and what appears to be a beautiful looking sword on his hip, as well as who knows what other awesome magical items on his person. Next to him is a massive ice devil, and Tetivolis.
Freshly painted.
Both of these were freshly painted minis, of course. Yes, the ice devil I was particularly proud of. They kind of are sitting there, and Tetivolis goes,
Now then, I have things to attend to. I have plans in place that I think are going to work perfectly over the next couple of years. Mokna, I need you to look into a few things for me.
and Mokna goes,
Some sort of noise.
and he's looking around, and he goes,
Mokna, pay attention. Arthur has disappeared from the city, and I don't know why. I never liked him, and he's never liked me. We need this taken care of. He was working with people.
Terrible people.
Mortals. And I don't know anything about them. Arthur kept those secrets from me. Clever little man.
are you listening, Mokna? And Mokna is looking around the room, and he goes,
Something coming.
as he's like staring at the floor like, what the fuck is this? And he goes,
Mokna, stop being paranoid.
and Tetivolis walks over to this massive window that
Calling the
stares
kettle
over the
black.
city of Dis. What?
He's calling the kettle black.
He looks over the city of Dis, and he looks at Dispater's tower. And he goes,
Ever in its shadow, Mokna. Find Arthur. We kill him. Find those mortals. We kill them. And then I think I'd be ready. Yes. This city, Mokna, will be mine.
and Mokna goes, shit. And he goes, what is it? Back out. And you all stare at the tower. And I would say it would be... Does anybody have, like, a natural sight? No?
Other than like dark vision, I don't think.
Yeah, I think it's
What do you
really,
mean?
Okay. Just to see very far, but I don't think any of you do. Well, you would have seen.
Jeff has bird eyes.
You would have seen. You would have seen through the window. As we back out, actually, the camera sees
Yes.
Titivlis look back and go. As it seems like he mouths something. Too quick to cast a spell.
Luck?
Too fast to hit any of his other contingency plans. You see immediately the light happens first. This intense green beam, that beautiful sight that you know so well. The crackling orange and green lightning spewing out. The beam just shoots into the sky. That's how high it goes, piercing the pure black clouds of the city of Dis. And the sickly green kind of makes the clouds swirl as it does. Then comes the sound. Incredible and immense, as well as the shockwave, as it decimates nearby cities or nearby buildings, annihilating them. Hey, Bree.
You want to take a break?
Just not yet. I will in a minute. Let me describe the one thing that you've been building towards. As it just fucking annihilates the entire area, the light hurts your eyes as you begin to back away. You can feel the intense, like, the blast. Katha, her laughter is drowned out by the sonic boom that emits that sounds like less like an explosion and more like incredibly loud static all at once. As this pure radioactive arcane, or this elemental radioactive energy just spews out, destroying everything around it.
So you just win.
After the bright light of its initial blast, you can see the beam remains powerful, ever just spewing up into the clouds, the lightning crackling, and Kafka, the sound starts to return to you as Kafka is just like, like, yes! As you see that forever, this is just there. This
Exploding.
This
power
beacon of pure radioactive energy just spewing into the sky. And as you do, Alex, your eyes start to fill with the green, and you claw at your own face, and you turn around and you see what looks like a couple of people that need to die. And there we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we are back from outer space.
Since we last left off.
We just looking for my face. I should have.
Keys.
I should have.
So,
Alright, so-
one spontaneous trip to the craft store. Later.
we
sorry.
just broke the law. We were really terrible. We all.
Yeah, you want to give it
Nah,
a
So what did you want to explain to them what we just did? Go ahead.
Well,
explain
you know, you're supposed to use one coupon per person, but we wanted 5 of one thing, so 5 of us went to AC Bar and purchased it.
one at a
Thug
time.
life.
One at a time.
We truly
That's
do know
right.
what it's like now.
That's right. We might go to prison.
So,
Just tyrants
ladies and gents,
of the jury.
you have successfully blown up to Tivilus's tower,
Tit-top list.
leaving a constant stream of radioactive energy
So it's not
spewing
dissipating.
from the center of Dis up into the sky, penetrating the dark, roiling clouds. The blast killing who knows how many devils and destroying who knows how many structures. There is a swath of destruction around this. There's like a crater around this just beam of pure radiation.
How many city blocks did this level, or was it really just the building?
A couple city blocks there.
They're gonna be
the
fucking-
beam is thick. It's pretty thick, but it's like around it too is what it destroyed. The beam itself is probably like 2 buildings like thick, and
We're
then
probably wanted.
So here's the thing, Alex. I want you to roll a. Where are you going?
I'm just grabbing my laptop.
Does it say? Whip it out. Tell me. No.
Really?
Stop
On
it.
camera?
God damn it! Go to your serum. And when it comes to your rad madness, does it say that you need to make any kind of roll?
For small amounts of radiation, I need to do a DC 13 wisdom saving throw, or succumb to mad rad syndrome.
Okay, so I want you to go ahead and roll that wisdom saving throw.
That's a 16.
Okay, so with this power coursing through your veins, you still do get the benefits of it, the pluses, and you can see the veins in your arm kind of glowing that green on your neck, and your eyes kind of take on that vibrant, radioactive-looking energy, and you can feel it. It's like green with faint orange mixed in, whereas like necrotic or necromancer magic is like green with black. It's like green with orangish.
I see.
And so you are feeling the effects, and for a second, God, you want to kill everybody around you, but you were able to push it back and suppress it. You are all standing on this building. Do you choose to try to run or hide or escape the city of Dis now, or do you wait to make your case? You know that when people commit quote-unquote crimes in Dis, it is not long before the Chain Devils seem to find them.
Well,
And you-
considering the whole point is to
I totally have to not out of character that we have to maybe wait for a chain devil. I'd say that we should just hang out and.
Then is there
Wait
anything
for
you
it.
guys do on this random rooftop? Is there anything that you guys do to await them?
I could go visit the Rattler.
I don't think you're gonna have enough
No,
time.
Not enough time for that. I mean, like, do you want to like all be sitting in chairs? Do you all want
So-
to be like wearing fake mustaches?
Our
Is there anything you
story.
guys want to do?
Do you remember how we got caught when we were on the sea by Carla Lily? We should do that.
Float in the water?
No, you like threw off some kind of light.
Oh, yeah. Is it like nighttime though?
It's always pretty much dark here. There's like the sky is just black soot and clouds that are constantly
I
rolling
will
around,
do that
except for the
after-
swirling in the middle.
So our story is Titivolus was plotting to kill Disbitter.
Yeah.
And we have proof.
And we have proof of his ambitions beyond his death.
And we
And
took it upon us to kill him before he could.
Should we
Act
store
on it.
anything, or do you think we're gonna get our crap back after we prove our point? Our
I don't
case?
know if they would even necessarily take it from us. Because if they wanted to kill us, I'd say they could probably do that pretty easily, even if we did have our stuff on us. But
I'm just imagining if we get
Plus, if
arrested.
we're going willingly.
Yeah,
Do
they
we
still
know that
strip
about-
us, no? Of
about
our goods.
police force of Dis.
I don't know.
So
how
the
it
police
works down
force in
there.
this is mostly chain devils.
Yeah.
One chain devil you guys could take out, but they, you know,
Come in numbers.
yeah, they'll come in force, and lots of chain devils will crush you. They're all pretty strong, and they're really good at restraining you. So like he would have a hard time because he's not magic. They would just tie his ass up and beat him to death. So they can
My
be
weapon's
very
very
dangerous when there's many of them, and something like this. You've never seen an event this big in the city of Dis ever. So you can already hear the screams, the roars of the city, and the telltale rattling of a lot of chains. throughout the city
Chain
streets.
gang.
I think we should just wait and let them come to us. I mean, other than the fact that they're chain devils, I don't think we really have anything to fear.
But fear itself.
I think we've got a good case. And
Okay.
Mav is lawful
And we can
evil,
always
so he's gonna
panic
let the
and bail
Lord
if
do
we
it.
think we're gonna get our shit taken.
No.
I
If it's
guess
that easy.
No, I don't think it's that easy either.
it's not that easy, but if we have to go kicking and screaming, then we'll kick and scream. Are
It's
we
not
ready?
like we've been arrested and stripped of our most valuable items before.
I mean, I won't be because it's inside of
They
me.
can still take it from you.
It's true. It's true. I'll cast sunlight in a big ball.
As Esther releases his hand, a bright a ball of light that just sheds this bright light on this otherwise dim and dark city. You can hear some of the creatures like down on the streets, like ah, as you like what the fuck is that? As you are spreading, and it is a beacon. It does not even come close to rivaling what you have created in the center of the city. But there are now, if you were to look at
Guys?
the cityscape,
Before we get arrested,
yes.
we should all be under the same story that who's the guy we're framing? I mean, Tituba. He caused the explosion to destroy any evidence after we caught him.
Yeah.
We were
He
we were
caught us
stealing
snooping.
we were stealing the scrolls, and he
He
started.
tried to destroy the evidence and us.
Because
His
I don't want to get
forces-
in trouble for this
And we're not
explosion.
lying. His forces were trying to attack us, and we hit his little CeeLo green baby monsters.
Because they may like the fact that we turned them in, but the fact that we leveled 4,
Well, the fact that he
Blocks
had a massive bomb under his...
we detonated.
Yeah, but he had it there.
I was gonna do knowledge to know if they can tell if we're lying or not, but I rolled a 6. So unless it's something you think, Matt.
We're not
We
lying
can
though.
be pretty
You
straightforward.
know that when judges are called in,
Uh-oh.
We didn't
they
do
know.
it.
And if they
Cha-Cha
call in a
did.
judge
Yeah,
for
Cha-Cha
this-
did it. We haven't killed anybody.
Okay.
Hi, sister.
We didn't set the explosion off. Cha-Cha did it.
Okay.
So technically,
I'm
we're,
okay with that.
we're not lying.
Cha-Cha's down there just staring.
We're not gonna
in
sell you out.
joy.
Well, no, it's perfect that...
We're not
that,
selling you out,
What's her
Cha-Cha.
actual name?
Katha.
Katha.
It's perfect that Katha is here because
The only one that
Katha
gave
was
you a real name.
Prisoner.
was locked away in a prison for creating the bomb that went off in the first place. And why did he make the bomb?
What?
Why did he make the bomb?
Basically has a few reasons. A fallback in the event that he's killed, a fallback in the event that his tower is taken. It was essentially his last fuck you
Insurance.
to whoever were to kill him. It was his insurance.
That's pretty honest.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
I don't.
If you think we're
if
fine, then
listen,
we're fine.
we're in hell. Killing someone is like, yeah, and we killed someone pretty high up, but we had our
But
reasons.
look,
You
it's
see
like
setting
when
up a
I'm
mini
killing
nuke?
somebody.
There's like a flying creature that gets too close to it, and one of the orange-green lightning bolts just
Right.
blows it up like, and there's still a lot of screaming and roaring.
It is
We're
pretty.
fine.
You can see there are creatures throwing arcane energy at it, and it's just disappearing because radiation is the death of magic. You're in the middle of an incredibly magic city, so you super fucked them.
We gave everybody the common gold for a little while.
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
I fully believe.
Okay, well, as long as
Matt fully believes.
because
Cha-Cha
you're normally
did
the
the bomb.
paranoid one.
We were snooping around, gathering evidence, fighting his defenses.
I don't know if snooping around is a good term.
We're
Investigating for Dis,
investigating.
representing the people of Dis.
The sounds of chains louder as you began to talk your story after releasing the orb
That's
of light.
exactly. I
So
looked
as
at
soon
you.
as you released it, you were like, "Wait, let's talk about what we're doing." While all the chain
I didn't
devils in the
want
city began to look. The building that you were on, this iron, a fortress type building, all the other iron buildings, you hear the sounds of chains rattling heavy, scraping and slamming against the walls of this building. And as you look over, Mav, I don't think you would have ever seen them quite in this amount of force and what chain devils can do when they're massed together, but you see a sea of chains, spiked and barbed and rusted and rough. Huge ones like for anchors and smaller ones like for, swing sets, but all gnarly and strong looking. As the first thing I could think of. And as it is like an ocean of them that just slam into the side of the building and began coiling around. You can see that among this sea of chains, there are creatures within it, chain devils wrapped in the chains with just the burning red coals in their eyes. as
I
they
hope you
fly
all
up
got
with
our
it.
tetanus shots.
You can see that any devil that was sort of in the way just gets grinded to just meal in the middle of all of these chains as they're just like and just smashed to pieces as the chain devils need to get to that because they're just trying to figure out what the fuck happened. As the chains spew over the
So, like,
side.
Hands up.
50 more people died trying to figure out what killed 50 people.
It's hell.
High priority. Those 50 people are nothing to Tivolus. So the chains begin to wrap around the edges, coming up, and again, like a sea or like waves kind of rising. The chains flow up and crash against the ground, kind of surrounding you. They make this like coiling,
Secrets.
grinding mass around you, and they begin to rise like walls. And you can see among them are chain devils wrapped in these dark spiked chains, just red flesh or blue
How
flesh.
big
kind of
are
poking
chain
out.
devils?
How big? I believe they're medium. They're about the size of a person.
We can take them.
They're male and
We
female.
don't need to
Jacob
talk about
Morley?
What?
Go on.
from Christmas Carol. The guy who comes in and he rattles
chains.
his chains and he's like, oh.
Is it the Ghost of Christmas Past or
Yeah.
something?
Scrooge's partner.
Christmas Muppets?
So.
There were two Marleys in that.
Marley and
me.
Harley.
The chains are coiling, grinding as this ever moving and sparking wall around you. And
bad feeling
from
about
them,
this.
just amongst them, walking through it seamlessly, just as they are going at high speeds, but they dodge or go around this creature's body or simply glide across it and doesn't bother them, comes a chain devil, maybe of higher esteem. All of his chains bladed and sharp. He carries two huge, gnarly hooked chains at the ends as he walks forward, and he looks down upon you. He's maybe about 7 feet tall. This one, just big.
We
And
can take him.
he kind of looks at all of you, looks down at Katha, looks at the looks at the light orb, and looks back at the spewing radiant energy that you can just see over the towering chains.
Have you something to do with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll go peacefully. There's no need to wrap us up.
Go.
With you to be judged.
I think they're gonna do
You
it
will
here.
be judged here.
Okay.
And the chains hit the ground, like the hooks.
They have a
Trial
court
starts
proceeding.
now.
This is very efficient.
Explain.
Oh. Maybe someone else should do the talking.
He looks to you. As the green energy is pulsing through your veins, he's looking at you.
So, we had reason to be suspicious of Titivolus.
We have proof.
Let me get to that, my colleague.
Don't interrupt each other, guys.
We had suspicions of Titivolus' conspiracy
Let's be a team.
to assassinate Despair and work against him in various ways. We have found evidence of such conspiracy in his tower, of which his defenses fall back against us, and he went so far as to have that explosive as a failsafe in his own fortress in case of such intruders as ourselves, such investigators. Something that was worth that evidence that you have before you, he thought was important enough to back up with that explosive that you see now in the distance.
The one wrapped in gold is the most important.
Because it's wrapped in gold.
The rough, gnarled hand picks up the paper, kind of.
Oh, I got
gingerly,
lotion for you.
Kind of black spiked claws sticking out at the end.
I'm ashy.
Unwraps it.
This will require a judge.
Aren't you the judge?
No.
No, he's the
chain devil.
jury.
He folds his arms as no, he does not. Do you go for them?
No, I open my hands and when I see he's not going to give him the
Put
hands.
those down.
And so he stands there as the papers are laid in front of him, not saying anything, simply waiting
Somebody
and standing
needs a
there.
hug.
Is there anything that you guys want to say or do or ask of this chain devil before the trial continues and the judge arrives?
Mav sits crisscross applesauce. And he
Just on the
waits.
floor?
Yeah,
Okay.
Just hangs out.
So,
What's your name?
What if he's working for Despair? For
That would have been
for
something good to
Titivolus?
think about beforehand. You're not
We
corrupt,
just
are
gave
you?
him- We just gave him all the evidence.
You are a mortal.
I thought you said moron.
How do you survive with radiation in your veins?
Stuck a needle in my arm. Ever since then, I've just been irradiated.
Did you do that?
and he looks at the beam.
No.
Katha goes,
That was me.
just like, damn, because that's a tiny creature. So then you wait a few moments. The
6
chains never
hours.
stop grinding and sparking, but it does not take long. Very soon the chains begin to part, not like they did for him where they simply glided around him. They now are kind of moving so that they kind of create a passageway. And through the doorway comes a massive creature.
This force is awesome. I just gotta say,
What?
like whatever this force is awesome. Like the chain devils and
Oh,
everything.
this
Yeah.
is their like police force.
It's the Girl
essentially.
Scouts of Dis.
This is Hell's like guards.
It's
This is
awesome,
the
yeah.
guards, yeah. So as they stand there, in walks this massive red creature, huge wings. He reminds you very much of Arthur, but just a little different. Doesn't look quite the same. As
No
Arthur.
glasses.
No
This one.
glasses. Huge horns, black spiked armor adorns him, as well as it seems like carved with all kinds of images and effigies of it looks like the Blood War, and also as he kind of like turns to talk to some of you see the back looks like a bunch of like other devils that are being destroyed by what appears to be an effigy of him. You know what I mean? This thing. This is a judge.
It's Satan
He's
from
not.
South Park.
He's not the judge. He's a judge. What?
It's Satan from South Park.
Jacked wise, pretty much. They're
What's up,
huge.
guys?
He carries what appears to be just a massive fucking mace with him, and comes walking, his big tail kind of coiling around. This is a pit fiend. His eyes burn this, bright. Like all of them have these burning coals in the center of pitch black eyes. That's what devils and demons look like.
Jackie O.
His is like,
That's what I look like.
you know what I mean? Well, theirs are like burning bright. You know what I mean? Like
Why did
burning
you
embers.
Have a moment there.
So he was
This thing looks terrible. This looks like something out of Doom.
pit fiend.
Yeah.
So yeah, pit fiends are like big. They're the most traditional looking big fucking devil monster. He comes walking out, big as fuck, and stands before you. And the chain devil that met with you and looked at them points to them, and they begin to converse for a little out of earshot. The large pit fiend nods, walks over, looks down at all of the things in front of him, picks up the one that's golden, reads it, picks up each one, carefully reading each and every one before even looking at you or speaking to you. Places them all down, or rather gathers them up and hands them to the other chain devil. He grabs them, and from the chains, he kind of throws his hand, and from the chains comes this gnarly looking chest, and it like opens, and he throws them all in there, and like chains wrap and coil around it, and you see they all have like arcane like runes on them, and he tosses it back, and it gets sucked into that wall of massive spiked chains. And the pit fiend turns to you.
I am your judge.
Hello.
Explain.
As I just explained to lesser judge, street judge, that guy, we had reasons to suspect the Tiblis of conspire against in general terms and assassination. How?
How did you suspect him?
You know knowledge is currency in this. Rumors have lesser currency.
I mean, how we found out is not important. We do have proof, so I feel like that's enough.
You sought this knowledge. So you invaded his tower and stole from him these items. Well enough. Certainly good enough to damn him to an early grave. But why not bring them to us? You have caused great damage to the city. You have killed many other
His
devils and
mechanism
destroyed
caused
property.
great damage to
Yeah.
the city.
We didn't do that.
We were fleeing his forces when the mechanism was triggered.
He was trying to destroy us and the evidence before we could bring it forth to
I
you.
want you to make a deception check with advantage because he's helping you.
Yeah, that was a little
I'm pretty
ballsy.
sure I get
Unfortunately, yeah, it's
advantage.
really hard to lie to a judge.
natural 20.
Holy shit!
Plus,
Eat a.
You really did just get that. You really just got that.
hang on.
The dice don't lie, apparently.
Please hold for 2 sequins.
The,
while
ju-
I
the
pull out
judge
my-
has indigestion. He's
Yeah,
not
because
sick.
actually, hold on, it will still count as what it equals to. Because the DC to lie to a judge is bullshit.
That's fine. My deception
Is it higher than 20?
is like
Oh, yeah.
plus
Ho,
10.
ho, ho.
Oh yeah, to lie to a judge is hard as fuck.
So it's a
There's
stat?
a certain DC level that is considered next to impossible
Yeah.
in D&D, and that's what you're.
Which is every roll you want me to roll.
So it's a 20 plus 11.
Ah, shit! Damn it!
And then that
Wow.
Ah, but I'm so mad.
That's amazing.
30 is the DC to lie to him.
That is
BT
amazing.
dubs.
You gotta say that's amazing.
You beat it by 1. Yeah.
That is awesome.
What's
And
it
that's
called?
because of the
Almost
silver
lose?
tongue. That's
Win?
because of the silver
I
tongue.
didn't even put that in
and
there.
because of you.
Like, that's
That's
just
our-
my deception.
That's our
Oh,
natural
it added
charisma.
to your deception,
Okay.
I do believe.
I do believe.
Doobly.
So he.
She's part devil.
First
I
of all-
believe her.
astonishing. Like, for you to know what a judge is, she doesn't even know what a judge is, but you do. And when she lied, you're like, we're all dead. And then he goes,
Very well. So are you saying that he triggered this event while you ran from him?
I don't want to answer because I feel like you're gonna make me roll.
it's part of what you
Yes,
I'm
roll
trying
again.
to get the lie that was told.
That answer, Astrid.
Everybody's like, "Eek."
Nothing about no bombs. Goodbye.
Was there no way for you to warn us? Was there no way for you to handle this properly?
Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons?
What?
Nothing.
What the fuck was that? What was that?
Happy holidays. Go on.
What's that from?
Christmas Carol. Again.
You've been referencing it all day.
You should just pack up your stuff.
Before we even came here, you just referenced
You're both smited. You're both dead forever.
8 piercing and bludgeoning damage to both of you.
From who?
From a chain that just whips out of the thing and whacks you both in the face for
Worth it.
speaking out of turn.
Worth it.
He asked us a question.
He did.
I've gotten to the point with the Culver brothers that I need to wound you in game. So he
You have led to the destruction of much of our property and peoples, but you do say that it was done by Titivolus himself in desperation. Given the evidence that you have handed me, I could concur that his desperation would indeed be intense, and Titivolus was known for his cleverness and traps.
and paranoia.
Just looks at you. Laser eyes.
Indeed. Very well. I will judge you now.
Oh, great.
A little ticket comes out.
For delivering unto us evidence of Titivolus's imminent betrayal to our leader Dispater, Lord of Dis. You will be spared your lives.
That's good.
You will be spared being kept in the dungeons of the Iron Fortress until you expire. You can keep your souls to yourselves. For causing untold destruction to Dis, whether by your own accord or simply as a result of your actions, which I can only assume were clumsy. You are charged with never again being able to set foot in the city of Dis.
That's not good. When do we have to leave by?
As soon as possible.
Why is that not
That
good?
could be forever.
We can arrange your exit. We will give you time again. Given the fact that you have hated us greatly, we will give you time to get your affairs in order.
And an award.
But you will be cast away from this place for all of eternity.
Okay.
Souls included.
And he looks at you, Esther, because you tried to open your mouth.
Because I'm like dying on the inside like a schoolboy.
If any of you shall enter this city again, your souls will be stripped from your bodies. You will be filleted again and again for all of eternity.
And the large chain devil is like excited when he said that. You could see I won't do that. They are sadistic, horrible creatures.
Is that understood?
You're welcome.
Is that understood?
Thus terminates the tantalizing tale of Titivolus and his tower.
God, why? That's a good roll. 9 piercing and bludgeoning damage as the large one whacks you with another chain.
Ow.
Is he
Worth it.
speaking common?
Worth it.
What?
Is he speaking?
The devil is, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're immortal.
Time.
Everyone else is smiling inside.
So that's good, I guess.
It just
Shut up,
wasn't-
mortal!
I get smacked every couple of exchanges.
What's happening? He spoke to you. Goblin.
Okay.
So yeah, he's speaking in common.
Give us 2 days. These people aren't from here, but I am. Allow me to gather my effects before I go.
Persuasion.
Ooh.
Just straight persuasion.
Ooh.
23.
I'm just saying, we saved this.
Wow, you have pretty good persuasion. What'd you roll?
She's
12?
she's
I
a
have a
rogue.
plus 11.
Oh shit, yeah. okay.
He's not smart, and he's not good at a lot of knowledge-based things. But he's very charismatic and very dexterous.
He's a handsome idiot.
So he
I wouldn't
looks.
say he's handsome either.
Oh,
He has no
he's an
face.
idiot. he looks
He's a
upon you.
himbo. That's all it is.
He looks at them and then back to you. And back to the scrolls.
You risked your home to bring Titivolus down.
I risked my home to leave the rightful ruler in place.
You risked everything.
The laws of Dis are above all.
That's good. That's good.
He's a judge. He likes that because lawful good is what you're looking, or lawful evil is what you're
Lawful
looking.
That's
good.
what Mav is. He's lawful evil. So
So he.
Very well. I will agree to these terms. 2 days, get your affairs in order, and leave the city.
Are there days in
If
this?
you wish, come to us and we can organize your exit.
Oh, they're like a travel agency.
How then? We will be going. Your weapons are yours. Your 2 days are yours to do with as you please, but you will be watched.
And he turns and makes his way. The chains begin to kind of slow down. They crawl back down the building, and you can see that what were on top of the chains riding with them as the chains go down, the chain devils simply land and begin to walk away, wrapped in all the chains that they have as they begin to just walk. Some of them actually ride the chains down the building.
That's
Others,
pretty cool.
Yep. Others simply leap from the building down to the floor.
Big slip and slide too. Some of them are sliding down them.
Sure. One of them does. One of them and his eyes go this way and he goes, "Ah!" And he slips and the big one just shakes his head at him.
Want some meat stew?
Do you want me to make a portal to the Dust Keep? It lasts for 24 hours. We can go rest and come back and still have your day and a half or whatever to...
you can do that, but I'll find a place to sleep here.
Yeah, me too. This is comforting.
We can stay here.
We should stay here, but I have to get the knife back.
We do have some unfinished business here. We're gonna come with you though.
You don't think I can do this alone?
The last time you did it, you gave up our angel's weapons and
That's only
gained
one. I
a
gave mine.
heavy cross to bear.
I don't think you would call it a cross.
You try to kill yourself every night.
When he says that, his voice kind of statics a little bit. So it was like hard to hear him what he just said.
Tinnitus. Anyway, yes. So I will.
Didn't we just kill him?
damage?
No, I'll let that one go. That was pretty good.
All right, that's fine. The more help, the
Now
merrier.
take 2 damage because you celebrated.
Worth it.
You need to be humble. You gotta be humble.
Worth it.
Was the static because of
Just
me or
because.
because of the...
No, it's because of his gun. He's trying to convince him to get rid of the gun, so the gun's fighting back.
Well,
Cursed items. They're all fucked up. Actually, for you right now, while you're looking at them, it's whatever. When you turn to look at the radiation beam, you can see that it has almost like a face made of like energy that's just like screaming into the sky, almost like that beam, that energy, that force
Is alive.
has its own will. Yeah, it's like alive over there, and it looks like it's laughing at the city, at the creatures trying to stop it. But it's not moving. It's just there, like, haha, this is where I live now. Fuck you. So, might have given you insight that others may not have. So,
okay.
what is it you all wish to do?
Do you guys have to rest?
Not really.
No.
You're
Well,
at half health.
I'm fine.
Esther probably needs to.
I'm
Just
fine.
slapped them a couple times.
Oh wait, I could get the ring if we want to have those. in
Do
our
we have
back
money?
pocket.
Teeth.
Do you have teeth?
Do you have any more teeth? I think you sold all your teeth. You might have.
I've
It's
been-
not a big deal if I get the Dusky portal.
Give me those teeth.
What teeth?
Give me the.
Fuck is that?
We split the teeth. Give me
The
those
shadow.
teeth.
Why?
I want them.
For what?
I need them.
To do what?
The teeth.
Give me those teeth.
To do what? I will give you the teeth, but why do you want them?
I just
Why
want
is
them.
it being difficult?
Yeah, why are you being difficult?
Those gnarly teeth.
Yeah.
Continue. I'm sorry. I was just trying to understand what you were doing.
Do you need money?
Yeah.
Why don't you get? I can't think of a clever in-game name for Mr. Monopoly. He's holding all our money. Whatever. Take the teeth.
Thank you.
You now have the teeth of the Reaver.
Yes. So I'm gonna remove them from my inventory.
Just go into your. You guys can add these equipment, by the way. But why do it when I can do it, right?
Yeah. Bad game.
Okay, I'll do it. So, what's everybody doing?
Mav rolls a 30
I'm
stealth.
plucking out all of my teeth.
Mav vanishes. As you guys turn, he is just no longer on the roof with you. He is gone. Katha is still too busy. As soon as you hand Astrid the teeth, she is, thank you, and just rips out her teeth one.
How many
by
teeth does an
one.
adult person have?
32, I believe.
I have $32. And start putting the other teeth in my mouth.
But that's gonna make you into like a cannibal.
I don't know what they do. I'm just putting them in there.
You know,
32.
have you seen the things she does?
No, but I'm saying it's like in Fallout, like giving yourself like an addiction or something.
Do read what those do. I just put them in your inventory.
She gets like halfway done.
I
Wait,
already
what?
did it,
As you
so
are
it's
slamming
too
them
late.
into your mouth, as you are
You
pushing
sold
them in,
them to me.
It almost
you
feels like
told me what they did.
anchor themselves up into your gums and shit. They are now fusing with your like face.
I
They would
like-
have to be ripped out of you by someone else in order to be removed.
I have like $100,000 in diamonds. Literally.
That could also get you something in this, sure.
And
I
I'm
did-
gonna make my portal.
What about that horn thing then?
Up here on this roof.
What?
Where are we? What is the
You're on the roof of some building. You have no idea.
Let's cause more destruction.
Yeah, why not?
It just got surrounded by chain devils, so whoever's in there is probably just like ducking out.
Yeah, they'll stay low.
Okay, so you sit there to make your portal?
Yep.
Okay, so here's the thing. You are not under the protection of Arthur and his base. You are in the middle of the city of Dis. I want you to
Oh,
roll.
damn it.
I want you to just roll.
Undo it.
Roll a d20.
15.
15. As you are sitting there, making the portal and doing your thing for it, it begins to hurt you.
Okay.
Doing so begins to hurt you. You can continue. You can make it. It will cause you 15 psychic damage to do so.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. As long as it's not going to knock you out or kill you or whatever.
Nope.
So as you're
And
like,
I'm dead.
mother, it's like the city itself doesn't want you to open portals and do things. It makes it very difficult unless done through like proper channels. It's hard to do it, and it hurts you to do so. But you're able to do it as you're like, fuck it, I'll be asleep anyway. And you make a portal to the Dust Keep. You have finished putting teeth in your face.
Yeah.
Oh, what, another thing you have to do?
Mhm.
Yep, that's what happens. As the teeth are in,
Well, I'll tell you now because I have to kill people anyway. I'm just gonna fucking do it. with my
okay,
teeth.
because now you begin, you feel the hunger. As those teeth enter you, you feel this like,
I feel something I've never felt before.
Hungry.
Love.
as you look upon these two, yeah, they look delicious. Yeah, that's meat. I could eat that. And you are probably contemplating how you could remove, not his arm because it's full of radiation. How you could remove Esther's arm, devour it, and replace it with something else? Maybe. You're just thinking. These idle thoughts.
I'm trying to sneak around and cast my portal, but I'm dummy thick and I keep.
All right, Matt.
I'm making my portal. What do you want from me?
Because I know you got some plans.
I've got some plans. I don't know if I want to speak those plans right now, or if
Okay, that's
you and
fine.
I want to message
Do you
about
want us
it.
to leave the room?
Do you want me to mess
No.
with them first?
Mess
Or-
with them first. I think it would take long enough that leaving the room would be weird and way too long.
Gotcha.
So if you're
Off
down
screen?
to like message about it, then I'm down for that. If you want to do it, just
Oh, you
have
guys
it.
can do that.
Like, would you want to wait until next session? Is that what you mean, or message right now?
No, I'm saying like even in between sessions, just hit you up and be like, hey, this is something that we can
Between
do.
sessions.
Like
That-
off screen. It happens off screen.
Oh, like we never see it. Is that what you mean?
It happens in character between you and I as the DM and the character.
Okay, but
it's
we
not
never
something that
explained
at
it
least
here.
these people see. But I think also
These people.
If
They-
you want
they've done it
to keep it like that, that's perfectly fine.
These
If you
two
wanna
have been on
say-
camera by themselves before, and we
can
always
that
go.
gets the most views.
So we can absolutely do that. I can send them all away, and you and I can have a private scene. But if you'd rather not, then we could simply say that you took
think
care
the
of some
viewers
shit,
like that.
and no one ever knows what it was, but you and I do. Is that the idea?
I'm thinking that just because with what I'm thinking of getting done, I think if we sent them into the other room, it would take too long between you and I to take care of some things. If we want to, as far as like viewership goes, I'm fine with explaining it later on, or even explaining it in character to these people. But in character, I don't want Mav to be around them for what he's about to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cheat on his keto diet.
I think that's perfectly
I mean,
fine.
you could always talk about it off screen, like in messaging, and if like come to a plan of how to do it on camera without us in the room.
Yeah, I mean, if it was ever like,
that.
yeah, if you want to do it later, and if it was like so cool that I was like, oh, come on, we got to do that, then we could always flashback to it
I'll
later.
shoot you a
like,
message now, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So go ahead and
okay,
deal
okay,
with
cool,
that
cool.
first.
So let's hit everybody else. What are we doing?
I'm
Yeah,
going to the
bed.
Radler's house.
You got your thing open. You got your portal. What did you just say to me?
I'm going to the Radler's house.
Wait
Okay, you
for
remember where it
us.
is.
Wait for us.
He's not gonna.
I will wait for you.
When does he ever?
It's a lie.
So
Alright,
you
then
want to
do
make
what
your
you
way
will.
through this?
I guess I could just... No, wait. If I stray alone, normally people try to mug me and I kill people.
You are being watched. Do remember?
I'm gonna be going for 4 hours.
I guess I'm going to take a long rest then. Nah, I'll take a short rest.
Okay. So do you enter the Dust Keep as well?
No. I'm going to go find a hotel here. I'd rather sleep in hell than in his hellhole.
Okay.
That's
so,
gonna be its own. Go on, proceed.
So, Katha is still just staring at the marvel that she has created. Do you want
Oh, yeah, I want to say...
ask her?
You know,
to-
I want to say it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You know any hotels nearby?
Huh?
Any hotels nearby? I'm not good at
yeah.
reading the signs here.
Yeah, sure.
Are
yeah,
you-
I can get you there.
Are you a devil?
Bone devil.
Spine devil.
Spine devil.
Why?
What?
Do you want to take her with us?
To the Rattler? Oh,
I mean, out of
oh yeah, that was the
Oh.
idea. If she wanted to work with
you want to be
our
our
growing
bomb
campaign,
technician,
What are you doing?
destroying the world upstairs.
raising an
The
army.
material plane?
Is that where we're from?
We're raising
It's
an
like
army.
Earth and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm from the Fae.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Gross.
He's a fairy.
I mean, yeah, man, I got a lot of... Honestly, I expected to die as soon as I did this. When those chains rattled, I expected to be grinded to pieces. So, yeah, sure, I'll go with you. Fuck it.
We have an army of the undead and goblins so far.
I am good with explosives. Obviously, I'm good with radiation. I have a knack for it. Despite being a magical creature, I've always had a fascination.
Yeah.
I
She can make
also
me a radiation suit. Or
I
like
can
little
also
ball
make,
that...
I can also make explosives out of just about anything.
that comes
you
in
know, if you
handy.
give me
Pull some lint out.
grabs the lint, looks at it,
Eats
Do
it.
you have any blood?
soaks it in blood, looks around the room.
Wait, let's not do this.
Alright, so usually if you give me some more organic material
Just thinking.
and something, you know, maybe a little bit metallic, I can make bombs. I can make bombs out of people. I can make bombs out of fucking whatever. you know,
Zombies.
all kinds of shit. Yeah, blood and bones.
That'll
I can
be
make bombs
useful.
out of it. Now that's using magic. If you want radiation, I can fuck with that too. Like I said, pretty much
Can you
anything.
harness radiation?
Radiation.
No,
Radiation
I can't
bombs.
use that, but
Radiation
no.
bombs in people.
As long as the people aren't magic, it'll suck all the magic out of them. But yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Radiation
You're useful.
birds.
What the fuck is that?
Jesus, we're never coming here again. Just always do it at our house. Heat or no heat, we're going to our house.
We can do it at our place.
Yeah, we
Where
could
is
go
it?
to their
Last
place.
time.
It's true.
Bring
Have
your
Maddox
dogs.
running the table over. Remember when he laid down and he was under the table?
My dogs were locked up for 8 hours and would have been like 12. You don't care about my dogs, do you?
No, I want them to die.
So
Oh,
yeah, I
say that to their faces.
I could. So yeah, I can do that. Sure. Yeah, whatever you guys got plans for.
Yeah, I got plans now.
We got plans.
All right, fuck it. Now they might not be as big as that. That took me years.
Yeah, but
But-
if you spend a month and you do enough people, and they all go off at once.
Well, like you could have them all. Yeah, and you can have them spread out. Sure, you can smash them all together into one big ugly thing. You know, like I could just sew all the people together.
That's too conspicuous.
Oh, okay, like yeah, sure. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Some plans.
All right.
Yeah. You want me to find you a room?
Yeah.
You don't want to go sleep in your buddy's weird hole?
I disappear into the green.
Weird. All right, come on. Oh, that one's destroyed. All right, I'll lead you to another one.
And like, Katha starts leading you through the city of Dis. Do you go, or do you go in the portal?
Does this portal stay open?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
for
just
like
gonna hang
24
out
hours,
here.
I believe. It's a long one. Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Can I
All right, you do see too as the portal sits there, it randomly goes because of the city of Dis. It's like fighting the portal.
like
It
static.
doesn't like that the portal's there, so like there's a chance that if you go through it, it might cut your arm off or something. Because your arm will end up in a different.
I'm sorry.
So
Does she know anything about Karthus? Do you know anything about Karthus?
What's a Karthus?
A demon?
It looks just like you.
No.
Here.
Okay.
so
Your
she-
name's Kartha, I figured.
She leads
name's
you.
Chaka.
She leads you through the streets of Dis. There does seem to be like a lot of, movement. A lot of creatures around. A lot of them are looking. A lot of them are on rooftops. Like what the fuck? All the flying creatures are like up looking at this thing because they're just.
Beautiful.
It's like a spectacle, yeah. And so she leads you to this large iron building.
Blood bucket.
You don't know what the sign says because you can't. I don't even know if you can read very well, even if it's.
What's
common.
that supposed to mean? I can read
Oh, are you
common.
dumb? Don't you have like?
I'm
no
not
common?
dumb. I'm like super intelligent.
So you you.
I'll tell you my
sorry to
score later.
offend You. You what?
I'll tell you my score later.
Is it 0?
It's 10.
It's plus 0 then, yeah. So you have average intelligence.
Yes.
So you make your way into this building, and you see that there is a large, like blubberous, bearded devil sitting there. His barbs picking at bits of food off of his chest and putting them in his mouth as he's sitting there, making something, like fiddling with something. And he looks up.
I'll help you.
Hello, you handsome devil. I would like a room here.
As
I
you
would
say
like
that, Katha goes,
3 cheeseburgers, please.
Good one.
and he goes, "Fuck you!
Very disrespectful.
Come in here talking shit to me, fucking human.
You don't like humans?
I'll tell you what. Give me your left hand and I'll give you a room, you fuck."
Give me your left face.
He moves the desk aside and steps over to
That
you.
lasted
And
40 seconds.
Katha is just because she doesn't give a shit about life anymore. And he walks up as his thing's coiling. He's a little bit taller than you, and he goes, "Say that again, you little fuck."
I said, I'm gonna remove your face from your fat body.
He headbutts you.
Oh my lord.
Is this gonna
Doing
be...
5 points of bludgeoning damage as he just boom slams you in the nose as you motherfucker.
Can I... Is this gonna be like just hand to hand?
Do you want it to be?
Well,
you
I
now
mean-
have new hand-to-hand moves, don't
Yeah,
you?
I do.
Yes, you
So
do.
look.
Let's see.
I believe the damage for your unarmed strikes is now a D8.
Mm-hmm.
Yup, that's monk shit.
Did you redo your character?
No, it was from the orb that he studied
The
with.
ball
All of you
he
guys,
got.
all of you guys can study with that
So
orb if you
your
like.
unarmed attacks is 1d8 plus my strength.
Yeah, it's a very precious item
So,
that is kept in the library because they didn't want other people to learn it super fast. Whoops.
I might do
Yeah,
that.
so if I hit, I could also do stunning strike. So first, I'm just gonna like hammer fist him in the nose.
Okay, so you're gonna roll a hit.
So that's 6. What do I do? 12. So that's 18.
That's fine. Yeah, you hit him. It's more like just in case you get a critical is more what I'm doing this for.
Okay.
And then just roll your damage, and you're gonna stunning strike him.
Yes.
That does. I think instead of damage, is that stunning strike?
after you hit an enemy with a melee.
All right, then
attack.
roll the damage, and then you will stun. And then he rolls
All right,
a
1d8 plus strength.
Constitution saving throw, I do believe.
Which one's the D8? This one, right?
It's like the diamondy looking one.
Okay. That's a 7 plus 12.
Fucking that's how much damage you do.
Plus strength modifier. You forgot I have high strength.
I forgot.
And
Oh shit! So you just hammer fist him in the nose. You bash him in the nose. His nose fucking like explodes into blood as it just and he rolled a 4 for his saving throw to be stunned.
That means he's like unconscious because he has to match a 13.
Yeah, no. So he as you can see like the muscles in his body sort of lock up. It's less that you knocked him out, and stunning strike is more like you whacked him in just the right place. You know, monks, it's all about like chi and like hitting them in the right spot. This isn't so much that. This is more because like a little bit less that, and it's more like I know exactly where to crush now. You know, as opposed to just breaking his nose. You whacked him right in the right spot, so he and he like seems frozen. Do you want to keep fucking him up?
I'm gonna say I have to be on my best behavior tonight. So if you just give me a room for free, we can call it quits. Okay.
And he spits out some blood.
Are there any like keys or anything behind the counter?
Yep.
I'm just gonna grab one and
You
try
grab
to.
one. It's like a hooked piece of bone, and you just
Okay.
take it and just
go
walk
upstairs.
away. One of the few mortals in existence that can walk into a place in Disc, beat the fuck out of a devil, and tell it what to do. And there you go. This is not normal. Humans don't do this, or really can't. But you're fucking what, level 17 now?
Yeah,
and a
something like
monster. And you go, and Katha walks over, looks at him, takes one of her spines, and like jabs him in the leg, and he's like, "Grr," and just
Probably like shits himself a little bit.
a little bit, and walks in with you. So you guys have a room.
Okay, explain the room because I would imagine a normal hotel room.
A hotel in the city of Dis. Now, Dis is the nicest place in hell. I will say that. It's the most civilized place you will ever find with fiends. It is. It is the nicest place you can find. There are creatures from other dimensions that come here, so they will have places like this. What you have before you is a iron room. The floor has a carpet made of skin. It looks like several different creatures sewn together. With sometimes like degloved hands kind of sitting there, like just the skin of hands sticking out. Yeah, just like poking out at the edges. The bed is a slab of what appears to be stone, not iron, so it doesn't boil hot like normal. But it doesn't have any kind of fabrics or anything on it because it would kind of catch fire in the heat of this. So it is simply stone there for you. There does appear to be what looks like a gross, disgusting mirror, but no sink there. So simply a mirror.
I don't
for
wash
you to
my
look
hands
at yourself or anything. There's no like water really of any kind.
Oh, I was gonna shower. But...
There is, however, what appears to be a on the stone slab bed. There appears to be something on one of the rocks near the edge, like where your head would be. You go over and it looks like some sort of little tasty treat.
There's only one?
There's only one.
I'm gonna pass it off to Katha.
You sure these are great?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And just devours it.
I'm gonna say you got a place to stay tonight?
Nah.
You could stay here. I'll take the... And is there like a sofa or anything?
So all right. So you have the slab of stone. You have the mirror. The room is a box with a skin carpet. That's it.
I'll take the skin carpet.
There is also a circular window cut out of the iron that looks out at the...
I can take the rug.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
And climbs up on the bed.
Never slept in a bed before.
And lays down on the stone. And like it starts, all the spikes,
stones,
winding. Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay, you wrap yourself
a little
up
bit of skin
in all of the skin, and
you nibble on a piece of it,
and drift off to sleep. You will only be able to sleep for like 4 hours in this place, like intermittently, like you keep waking up every hour.
Yeah.
So you only get about half of your missing HP back.
That sounds right.
Yeah, because there's no way you could sleep well here in any capacity. Esther, do you just sleep?
Yes.
Okay, you sleep
in my bed.
Okay, and Astrid, anything you want to do?
No, because
You
I
want to read
guess
your book?
6.5
I guess I'll
health
read
back.
the one book.
So,
I can't read the other book.
All right, we can say that you set up for another. You telepathically reached out to John and set up for another delivery.
I can't.
Through his portal, you can. You go back to the Dust Keep. The Dust Keep is on the material plane. You basically have a portal to the material plane if you want to. You just can't leave the Dust Keep itself, but you are on that plane at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, just to have, yeah, but I'm not gonna do anything with it. You know what I mean? Right now.
You're not going to read the book?
Well, no, I mean, have him do that,
Okay.
but just to have I guess, like a stock.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
that's
So
what-
he'll start delivering a lot of people. Just a steady supply you want?
Yeah. Let me see where I am on here.
I need to feed you.
Because I'm not on my thing. I guess I'll read one more of the Gnashing Tome.
Okay.
So I'll go up the next.
You'll go up by 2.
Oh, really?
Because of your glasses, remember, you read double. It takes
Yeah,
you
but-
4 hours to read one of those segments instead of 8.
Yeah, so just one.
So you can climb by 2 ranks every time.
We're only doing a 4-hour rest.
Oh, are you?
That's what I thought, right?
Well, yeah, but
No,
it only takes us 4 hours.
He only sleeps for 4 hours anyway.
Yeah, that's all I need.
He's doing a full rest. He's doing 8 hours, and Mav is just taking care of business.
okay.
So you have 8 hours.
Okay, all
So
right.
go ahead and bang out 2 of those marks. Okay. So I will say that you awake the next morning in this. Not really a morning. You can't really not a whole lot of sun.
I look
going
at the sunrise in the material plane. Fly down to the portal.
You actually cannot see out of the
Oh, it's all
castle.
blurred.
Remember it's like white because otherwise you'd just be able to get back to the material plane. It's not really that. It lets you in the Dust Keep only. So whatever plane the Dust Keep is on, it will allow you in its borders, in its doors, but it cannot let you past. So if let's say you set up a wall in the Dust Keep with the grass of the material plane, you can step on that grass, you can fuck around with anybody in that specific area, but beyond that wall that you made, it's just like white. You can't get past that. They can walk right past it, but you're like trapped. So to them, you're not like even really there. It's like I'm half visiting.
Well, then I look at the void and stretch my arms, and then I go into the portal.
As you do kind of stretch, you hear the and behind you is that gnarled looking crow standing on the top of your throne. As it just looks at you. Worthy. Dis.
Have you been?
Yes.
Do you want to go back?
No.
Good, because you can't.
Worthy.
Yeah. Death.
Father. Fine.
In Dis?
No.
After we finish our business there.
He makes a noise. You're like, okay. So as Esther speaks to his bird and walks off back out of the teleporter. Alex, you wake up.
Okay.
Not very comfortable. The flesh is like kind of sticking to you, like you sweated,
I sweated
like
in my
sweating
dream.
on a leather couch. It's like you're peeling your face off of those people's skin. You wake up. You're probably feeling pretty good. Where did you go?
I didn't go anywhere. I stayed on top of the building.
You stayed on top of the roof?
Yeah.
At some point, another devil comes up there. I'm going to say a horned devil. No, let's say...
Because the portal's there.
Let's say another bearded devil. They're the ones that make up the majority of it. He comes up...
Who the fuck are you?
I don't answer. I'm meditating and reading.
Walks over to you in front of you.
Mortal. Who the fuck are you? Hey, get the fuck up.
And slaps you in the face. I'm not going to slap you in the face. He slaps you in the face.
Slap her in the face. It's gotta be realistic.
Can I help you?
Are you asking that of him?
Yeah. What do you want?
Get off my fucking building. What the fuck is that?
He points to the portal. Just...
Didn't you hear? We saved Despater.
What? Mortal, if you don't get on my building, I'm gonna cut your fucking head off.
And he pulls out a gnarly looking like...
People don't like
blade.
mortals.
This is your building?
Yeah,
What is this building?
it's my apartment.
So you own the entire apartment?
Yep. You want to rent?
No.
Then get the fuck off.
I'll walk in the portal.
Fucking stupid mortals.
And looks at the portal.
You want to come in?
What the fuck? No!
Turns around. Can't do anything to it. Doesn't know what it is. So, yeah, you were able to rest for the rest and do everything you were supposed to do. And you
I'll
guys...
come back out.
Okay, that's a few hours later. You come back out as well as Esther.
No.
You're able to leave.
I'll come back out.
Immediately?
No, after he leaves.
Okay, he leaves and then you walk back out and sit back and keep doing your shit. So, you guys are all, you're good. Is there anything you wanted to do?
Semi-rested.
What?
Semi-rested.
Semi-rested. Was there anything you wanted to do in the hotel before you're done?
No.
Okay. Then we'll
Hotel,
say you
motel,
guys. We'll say
holiday.
you guys all meet back up. What at that rooftop?
Just hang out.
Do you want to meet them back at the rooftop, Al?
Yeah, is that where we're meeting up?
Yeah, I want to say over our headsets. Ed Hunter, where are you?
At the hotel.
Come
Can't
back
read
to the
the sign.
rooftop.
Okay.
You can find your way. I'll say you do.
Do you just climb?
Yeah. How do you get in there? Do you go through the?
I can jet boost.
Yeah, he's got rocket
Oh, he
boots.
got his rocket boots.
No. Well, is this what you want to use your first rocket boots on, Alex?
No.
He went through the roof with his first use of the rocket boots.
Those are the practice rounds.
Those are practice rounds. They don't.
We
count.
got to get into some good juicy urban combat in order for him to use those fucking. Well, don't worry, buddy. I got you. You'll get it, and it'll be good. So I'll say you all meet back up at the roof.
I'm sweating profusely by climbing up. And
Are
like,
you there?
Why aren't
It's
you
been a
using
day.
boots?
Mav is still not there.
Mav,
There's
where
one more
are
day.
you?
He doesn't answer.
Mav, where are you?
He doesn't answer.
Maybe he found a woman?
Do we know if he has any family?
We don't know anything about him. We don't know anything about each other.
Whose fault is that?
That is kind of.
I feel like this laughter is in game, as Astrid is just staring at you. Just what you see is you can see Esther as he's standing there. His body begins to become segmented and like separated, as if he's being cut into pieces. You can see inside of him, like he's
What's he look
dissected.
Do you see his
Inside,
heart?
it's just it's
Candy.
organs and bones and things of that nature, and then there is some sort of powerful light in there.
Oh.
Beautiful.
He's a good
Wow.
guy.
Dark, like this dark purple energy that just seems to be and then he goes right back to normal. And you're like, he didn't actually. That you didn't see that.
Well, I mean, what is there to know about each other? We've kind of.
You're pretty on the inside.
Thank you.
I've heard that in prison a couple of times.
So we really
In
don't.
game.
We really don't know each other, huh?
You're not too bad.
Alright, let's go.
I mean, we know about a little about his family.
Yeah, didn't
we know
at
about
one
your.
point didn't we just have like in our
At a
early
campfire.
campfire you told
Oh yeah, my
So
deepest,
this-
darkest
He
secrets.
said, quote, so this is my backstory, and told you about the time that a man named Skullface killed his
Skullface.
mother, and that he was
No, and then we found a resolution for your dearest mother.
Yes.
And we know a little bit about you and the wisdom, and we know a little bit about the family of Drows who don't like my family for whatever reason. We know a little bit about each other. Don't squander what we've been through.
Except for Matt.
We just don't know the new one yet. And now we have to find them. Or something. I mean, he only has 2 days.
That's tomorrow.
Fade to black. No,
We can be good.
can we, communicate with Arthur? Is that safe yet?
He just said in the building not to.
Yeah, you can.
Not
On a
to?
call sign. No, he's saying when you were in the building, don't call him. But
Well,
now
you
that
can
the
call him
building
out of
doesn't
the
exist
building,
anymore, I think
You're free and clear. You got away with it. You fucking rolled
I
a
wanna
natural 20
swipe right
lying
on
to the
Arthur.
judge. Can't fucking believe that. What's up?
I want to swipe right on to Arthur.
Okay.
Swipe left.
Hello.
It's done. Do you have any way of locating Mav?
I heard that you did this in a very showy manner. And, I have my ways,
Were you
but
watching?
This is one fetish.
Is he coming on to you?
they notified me. I wasn't watching in the traditional sense that you would think, but I had my spies. So, no, I cannot For no reason, but if he is in trouble, I can find where his location is in the city.
I mean, I don't think there's any reason to believe he's in danger, but we have a limited time until we're going to leave Dis, and I guess I'm curious of where he is.
I assume that you are being kicked out of the city for good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they allowed you to stay this long.
No, I think they appreciated it. They just don't show it very well.
No, devils do not care. They are vicious things. Beautiful.
It's like I want to agree, but it's like I'm talking to a devil, so I don't say
Oh yeah,
anything.
you don't say that.
Yeah.
He gets to say that.
Well, Mavacos. Dis is Mavacos' home, and now he must leave. I am sure there are things he must take care of, but they are his and his alone. I know I have a few ideas without even looking into it where he may be, but I do not believe he would welcome your intrusion.
I was just about to say, do you think we should proceed or let him be?
You can do as you wish. If Mavacos needs to find a way back to your Dusk Keep, I can ensure that that happens. You do not feel that you need to wait. Mavacos will be removed from Dis one way or the other. Do not worry about that.
I believe that.
And I can ensure that he is guided smoothly.
My
back
eyes go
to
black.
proper-
This is just the closest chance we have to talking to God in this game, and I'm just asking for an expert opinion if we should follow somebody who's doing a solo mission or not.
Don't follow. Go do whatever you want, even if it means going back home. I will get her back home. Or I will
Thanks,
get him back
God.
home. Love him.
Very well. Thank you, Arthur.
Can you believe that? Dating God.
We'll see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real great.
We'll
I
see
love
you
it when you
soon.
call yourself Jesus.
Big Jesus.
I do pretty often.
Jesus.
Now, did you know, my being, that I'm Jesus Christ? And then I walk away. So,
Bean, you call me Bean.
I do not. You.
He
did-
calls me Bean too.
No, he does.
On
In our
Xbox
group
Live.
chat between the three of us. He just, hey,
He
B.
goes, "Hey Jeff, how's my bean doing?" And he's
Can I
referring to
check that oil beam? Alright, so.
Oh, you're going to think of that every time he says it now.
I've been trying to do that
Can I
like
check
for
your
a while
oil
now.
beam? So,
Oh yes.
what is. So, yeah, you can go back to the
Just
Dusk
picture my
Keep.
face every time
I will
you
make
call
sure
it.
that, because we don't have enough time for Mav to come and meet you now. If there's something that you want to do, we only have about a half an hour.
Headhunter, you want to speedrun the Rattler?
Yeah.
You want to go to the Rattler's home?
Can you speed run the Rattler?
You are
Yeah.
led, here's
We
the-
have the A team now.
You are led through Dis.
By who?
By Kava. And, well, actually,
Yeah,
by you.
I have a tour guide,
You were, well, no, you remember
and I
how
know
to
where
get
to
there.
go.
You remember how to get
I
there.
just happen to know the streets. My
So-
ears to the ground.
Okay.
You reach where the Rattler
Uh huh.
used to be, and that
Just
whole
a
home
hole in the ground.
is gone. The skull,
From the
the
nuke
skeleton.
or-
Nope.
Okay.
It is like remember from Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the one
It's
with
Willy
the one
Wonka.
with Edward Scissorhands in it, the one with
Yes.
Jack
The
Sparrow.
remake of Charlie and
Remember
Chocolate.
when he returns to his house and his house is just gone,
Yeah.
and there was once a house and it is just gone and everything. Yeah,
What are you
that's what it's
talking
like.
about?
Can
The
I
whole
feel,
house. It looks like he picked up the whole house and put it somewhere else.
can
What
I
do you mean?
feel my fuzzy knife telepathically?
Put
I thought in hell I could.
put your
You-
ear to the ground and tell me where you
No,
moved his
you could.
house.
When you first sold it to him, you could feel that it went somewhere else in his mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, you have lost touch with it. He has done something to prevent you from. You assume he attuned to it, but he may also have done magical things.
He's using disgusting magic to hide the knife
And I guess himself.
and himself, because this is where his house was. I'm pretty sure. Some of the streets look similar.
Is there anybody around us?
You do notice,
Did he leave a note?
Gone fishing.
in a way, you do notice that there appears to be a couple of toughs looking at you.
What's the tough?
To be more specific. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not notice that you sent me something.
I sent you something.
I will read that.
Don't worry
after.
about it. I figured that would be the case. I'm just chilling.
So, you find what appears to be a group of devils,
What is a tough?
and they are. It's not a tuft, a tough, like a tough guy. As they begin to approach you.
Are they wearing leather jackets and have slick black hair
Nope.
and chains?
Stop it, you. One
What's
of
it doing
them.
in my streets? Dun-dun.
The sharks.
There are what appears to be like 5 bearded devils, 2 horned devils,
Mhm.
and a large creature.
Please.
He looks like that.
I can take him.
Huge tusks.
Can I see?
Yes.
Ooh.
This gnarly looking crossbow,
boy.
which looks wicked, as well as this huge fucking knife.
Crossbow.
Oh, come on. 5 bearded, 2 horned,
You only said 0.
1 orthon.
It's an orthon.
So, they begin to approach you.
You should orth off.
The orthon steps forward, moving the other ones kind of out of his way, and they like give him some room. And he walks over, massive, standing well above you. And he looks around and he looks to you. You are the human.
I am.
Head hunter.
That is I.
The Rattler said to wait for you to arrive
Yes.
and said to deliver a message.
Okay.
And he pulls out a scroll.
Goodbye.
Bid you farewell.
I can't be your father
Fuck you.
anymore.
The
Shit
knife,
emoji.
the knife is mine.
Why do you think I'd come back for
A
it?
deal is a deal. Accept this scroll, and you will be forfeit your ability to kill me and collect the knife. Do not accept this scroll, and my compatriots will kill you.
And he rolls it up, puts like a little bone circle back on it.
Who are his compatriots?
They all heard this, right?
Yeah, he read it aloud,
Yeah.
and this is his job. He's Orthons are like mercenaries.
He's a messenger.
of
He's
hell.
no big deal.
So
Yeah,
he
who's
just
the compatriots?
His buddies.
Yeah, who are his buddies?
These little gangsters, the 5.
Oh, he hired
The sharks.
me in order to deliver the message, and if he is not to receive, or if he is not to take it, I am to attempt to kill him with my...
So this was your job to wait around for us to show up.
Forever.
Yes,
What if
Do you
you never
wanna-
showed up?
You're mercenaries.
I am. They are whelps.
and these are like the devils,
Yeah.
and they're like looking at him, and he just doesn't give a shit.
What do you want to be something greater than mercenaries? Do you want to join in the coming mortal war we're going to wage on the mortal material plane?
Okay, I didn't expect this.
Jesus.
Uh,
Yeah,
as
I
you
didn't
said
expect
that,
either.
the other devils are like, this is a mortal war. Who the fuck cares? The Orthon looks at you. Can you just roll a charisma check for me?
Yeah. Persuasion?
If you'd like, if that's higher than your base charisma, but I know you're not much of the.
He
Metagaming.
is a charisma base.
Nat 20 plus 11.
You
Okay.
silky dumb.
What is with this today with you fucking guys?
We all waited our dies ever since you made your game impossible.
I know. So he looks ever since you made the game impossible.
The whole Carlo thing has really struck Alex.
Take your gun off. You lost your gun.
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh, what just happened? Did I?
You went to go do it. So he looks at you.
Looks like I won't kill myself.
And he looks at Alex and he looks at Astrid. And one of the Horn Devils goes,
Can you believe these humans? It's tempting to think.
How many
would
horn
fight.
devils?
what?
How many horn devils?
2 Horn Devils.
I dominate them.
All right, well, that's one way of getting
Brothers.
An 8 for the first one.
Yeah.
Also weighted your dice, but in the reverse.
3 for the second one.
The horn devils
So-
are very much interested in joining us.
He turns and you see,
Yeah.
and both of them look to you.
And one goes, Yes, Miss Astrid.
And the Orthon.
I was paid to deliver this. And I have delivered it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
I am not under contract, only a trade, as the Rattler rarely deals in true contracts.
No, it was a trade between us.
So, tell me of this war, as war is something I very much enjoy.
It might have been by our own doing, but the followers of a false god and the king of their kingdom have a blood feud against us, and they almost killed us once. They brainwashed us and tortured us.
You can see it exciting him.
And we took it in stride. We were exiled. We've been to the ends of the earth on the material plane, and we came back. And we've been picking off their champions of their false god one by one.
Champions of a god.
A false god. Taking their power, destroying the towns that they've looked over. We took over a life tree, turned it into a dead swamp. And one of your own kind is also running business out of a major city that we've also cleaned the streets of for our own bidding. And in each conquest, we've been raising an army of the undead to eventually drive due north to release the... What are we doing? What are we doing?
Kraken.
Yeah.
Holy Stone Mine.
We're going to be...
Release the worst of the worst.
Before I give you too much information, though, we're basically just going to be cutting their world in half. And we intend to be the spearhead that does it.
With dull scissors.
With dull scissors.
I have not been to the material plane in quite some time. Yes, I miss the taste of mortal flesh.
Me too.
And these champions, they work for a god. Are they powerful?
They are. They have not been without their own tests and their own... What's the word I'm looking for?
Trials.
Yeah. They've been... It's been a process to work through them, but we've overcame them.
This is intriguing to me. I will work with your team, but only if you can pay me.
There will be plenty of loot and pillage and plunder along the way.
And I am to keep all that I find?
Yeah, we don't need it.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Very well. But I expect a war.
We'll give you one.
Yeah, it's definitely coming.
And he looks at the two horn devils, and the two horn devils are simply waiting, looking at you, like, waiting for your orders. And he turns to the bearded devils, and they're all like, "What the fuck?" Like, they seem pretty upset. And he goes,
"Fuck off!"
And they like look at you. The two horn devils turn as well towards them, and they like, and they all kind of fucking scatter. And he.
Well then, this is unexpected, like much of life.
So if we don't accept that contract, we're good, right?
Yeah,
We're square?
we could all just crush them now.
We don't have to fight.
It was not a contract.
It was
Well,
a
it's
trade.
scroll.
It was a trade.
I was paid to deliver it and kill you if you did not accept. But the payment you are paying me is higher than the payment he was going to pay, as I am allowed to keep the spoils of war that I fought.
Mm-hmm.
And if you accept this, all the better. As I can tell you, finding the Rattler will be next to impossible.
We'll get him one day.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We can.
That's
do
Well,
it
it's for her.
later.
It's really for
But if
her.
we take this, that means we would have to give it up 100%.
Wrong, he would.
Yeah, one of us take it. Or have your minions take it. Accept it from them.
Yep.
Nope, it has to be him.
Oh, I see. Oh, whatever.
Do you care about it anymore?
No, I can find something better.
And he could lead us to him and we could kill the Rattler.
The odds of you finding the Rattler in your lifetime, respectfully, is very slim.
Yeah, I'm gonna live forever.
Next
No, because I'm probably gonna die next game.
I would say next to impossible.
So what do you think? You think I should take it? I kind of don't want to just to defile
Hey,
him, but
do we?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing this, because I knew that this is
gonna-
a character choice here, you know? Like,
Is it gonna bother you if he doesn't take it?
I never like it. It would hurt my reputation to a degree, but,
Yeah, but you're
I
going
am.
upstairs, right?
I am, and I'm also already very well respected down here, so it's not that big of a stain.
Ooh,
And the
my-
Rattler is fucking batshit, so not everybody will be that upset about it.
It's up to you. You have free will. Make your own choice.
I want to light a match and just light it on fire.
he holds it as it burns.
But does that mean you accepted it?
No.
That's for God to
You
decide.
feel the power flow into you as you have accepted the no.
No, I clicked no. I clicked
And
no.
he simply lets it burn in his hand.
Where's he
As it,
Very well.
Quick, follow the ashes.
Grab the ashes. I can put it back
he
together.
he walks over to you.
Because I need to.
And he clenches his fist and he punches you once in the face
I have attacked you.
and turns around to you.
Now then, where does this war start?
Are we gonna keep this going?
Hmm?
Are we gonna keep this going? That felt like the end of a scene.
Well, yeah, he punches you. This is like,
Sure.
shall we go?
Yeah.
My name is Roth.
Roth. Or Roth.
All right,
to my
candles. Let's
friends.
do this.
But Roth is what my mother dubbed me.
Are you familiar with the cities of the
What does
material?
he look like?
I am familiar with the
Like
material.
an elephant
plane.
on
I
two
have
legs.
not. Orthons are huge, nasty fucking looking things.
He's a big-
big
how tall?
fucking
He's an
tusks.
elephant
Orthon?
kind.
Tusks.
So-
They are large, so he's
What's
probably
his
about
name?
10, 11 feet tall.
What's your name?
Roth. R-O-T-H. Just Roth.
I like his little pirate sword.
Oh God.
So if
They have fucking they do some crazy shit. So if you were there, I would give them more skinny. These are like Hell's bounty hunters and mercenaries. Yeah, like you fuck up, they send this guy to go get you.
so if
Oh,
we
I
were
gotta
if
talk
I
to
was
this
it's
guy.
fucking cool. Yeah.
send him through the portal to wait at the Dust Keep, would that be able? Will we be able to wait out the whole? I couldn't teleport to actually.
He
This
will
is
be
a
there.
boss.
Okay.
If he just hangs out
Really?
there.
Good.
You know,
I was
I
gonna
can
just
say
start
he will.
smacking
It won't
them.
work for you guys because I don't want you
No,
guys using
no,
that
that's fair,
regularly.
yeah.
But yeah, we can just fucking putz around
Holy
and say
shit.
that he's there.
I guess
So-
it's a good thing.
Listen, don't look at all their power.
That's a boss.
Yeah, that's a boss.
Roth,
He was there to kill
Good
you.
thing you started talking.
Level 10, but like
He
that's
can go
vanilla.
invisible.
Yep. Wait, did you see what their crossbows do?
No.
Bullshit is what their crossbows
He
do.
can make you blind and make you paralyzed. Like what the fuck?
It's super good.
we have
hurting
a
people.
portal opened at the so-and-so apartment complex
Well,
that will go to
Excuse me.
our fortress
You heard.
outside of Valnar. I think you'll be welcomed at the world tree that we've taken. Plenty of goblins, and they're all allies to our cause. I think they'll recognize you as belonging.
Their leader.
They'll probably love you, to
Honestly.
be honest.
mm.
Have you dealt with goblins before?
Minorly, I've eaten a few and passed by a couple. But
Probably won't mind if you ate a couple of them. They'll probably get a kick out of it.
that tends to be, well, that's my impression of goblins, yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. I'll make my way.
Downtown.
I look forward to working with you all. And what are you? What is your group?
We're the terrible three.
Justice League.
What did you say?
Terrible Three.
We are the terrible three.
Oh, okay.
Simple.
And he starts walking up.
Climbing the apartment building in the background.
Well, he was very.
Oh, he'll
nice.
just walk in and walk up the stairs because that guy's not gonna say
Yeah,
shit to
I
him.
wasn't expecting
This is the worst day
Get out
ever.
of here.
Hey, you better get out of.
So as he walks away, you guys are
Free as birds.
free as
See,
birds.
this is why I
You
told you
fly.
you have to take a partner when you go into town. When you go off on your own adventures, you have to bring a buddy.
You're right. Now that I remember you said that. And if I would have done this,
You
I
would have
would've-
attacked
I would have
him.
engaged, and
You were literally about to.
I'm pretty sure I could take him though.
Okay.
Astrid's reading a book, shaking her head. Reading Book of Fiends. Mm-mm.
Not that one.
He didn't
Not
look
that
bad
one, not
though.
that guy.
He did have a pretty strong voice.
He's got a head right there.
That's not a real head. That's just armor head.
.com.
Yeah, that's another creature's like skull.
Yeah.
So-
Protecting his balls.
If there's nothing else, you all make your way as the camera rises through the city of Dis.
The beam's still going.
So as
Sorry.
the camera rises, as you
He's the
guys
writer.
begin to walk back, kind of arguing, as you're like, you see, that's why you can't do that. You know what? To be fair, that's true. Katha just like this is the best day ever as she's following you.
So we have
And-
3 bone devils?
What?
We have 3 bone devils.
2 horn devils.
Thank you.
I will not give you bone devils, young lady. Horn devils are simple. Bone devils do some cool shit.
Let me put them in here.
Well, I would give you some. You want to go find some?
Her
No.
hyenas
So-
are like better than that.
Yeah,
What?
I don't care.
The hyenas are like better
Think
than
of
bone
everything
devils.
we have
I
at the
think.
Dusk Keep.
Oh, the Shisuva are more dangerous.
Nasty.
And as the camera rises, we see this beam with the swath of destruction, or the radius of destruction around it. Pure just devastation. It looks like the iron was melted and welded. It looks like you know what lava looks like when it dries. Like that's what it kind of looks like all around. Melted iron, still kind of red hot around the edges as his beam just shoots up into the sky in the city of Dis, left there by the terrible 3. And we will stop there for now, and we'll come back next session.
Very good.
Well done, guys. You have successfully killed Tativolis. You have
We kept up our contract.
You got away with it with a lie, which I can't believe.
Nat 20 is on charisma.
Yeah,
for
really,
Astrid
really.
and
This was a
Oestre.
very talk-heavy episode.
We
You guys were
didn't have to
crushing it
fight
with
at all.
persuasion, giving them an extra say so that you can. I'm gonna let you take care of a lot of shit. So like,
Yeah,
really
no
think about what you want to do. You have 2
business.
whole days to do it. You can
Right.
stay up all night, whatever, and just bang it out.
We didn't even have to fight.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No, I'm not mad. I'm
Oh,
saying it's
okay, okay.
amazing.
All right, good.
I
yeah.
don't think I've
So
ever.
that boss fight would have sucked hard nuts to Tivolis. I had it all planned out. I have the encounter on the encounter builder, and I had the minis all prepped, and his items were so good, and now they are melted goo. It destroyed. The thing about that is that it could destroy
It's just
magic
gone,
items
yeah.
too, so it's just gone. Like everything he had is gone. That sword, oh, it was so strong, you guys, and it's gone.
Give it to another
Fuck
boss.
it.
No, I can give some of his other. I mean, that's the thing about D&D. It's like
We
if
never
you're
know.
like, I throw him off the mountain, and it's like, well, I guess I'll put his bracelet on someone else later because
Hey, this item's called Tativolis' bracelet.
They were lovers. Don't worry about it.
it was a gift. I don't know. Fuck you. But yeah. So well done, guys. And now you have someone that can make bombs out of people and out of pretty much lots of anything that you can give her. As well as an Orthon. Really threw the Orthon and the pack of monsters after you so you could have like an epic little fight at the end for like to soothe his bloodlust. But I loved that.
We
I loved
cleaned
how
up
that
some
turned
of
out.
the storyline, so now it's back on the warpath, and
Except for
we're
we have
gonna
a
need an army.
missing.
I know, one thing at a time.
And you have 2
We'll get
fucking
them.
horn devils.
Yeah, I just put them in there.
Yeah,
They're my
pretty-
bodyguards.
They're pretty fucking strong.
Fuck the Gazari gets,
What about
fuck
Jesus?
them. Oh, no,
They're the
those are
babies.
babies. They ride them.
Can they? Are they large? Horn devils are large, I think.
I'm hungry.
But yeah, guys. So
Yeah, they're large.
I haven't had my Domino's
That's
pizza
fine, they
in
can
like
fly.
20
Give it a
sessions.
cool-
We'll get pizza next time because it's been a while since Alex has had his weekly pizza on stream.
Yes. It
this
has
is a
been.
good one. I
It's a
really
good
liked
one.
it. I really liked how a lot of role playing this one. This is good. This is good. I liked how you were attempting to try to communicate with your friends and be like, we don't really know much about each other, and then they just sort of pooped on you. You're like, oh, okay.
We can have a
You're evil.
campfire.
That's the difference.
So then I planted some. I was like, hey, remember that? Hey, remember that? I'm done with this. Let's
That was
go.
good. That was good. Yeah. Evan appreciates that. Hopefully, in the good guy
In the next
campaign, you play
campaign.
characters who will
Yeah.
want to talk to each other. But I guess it's in your. That's why I throw a lot of bad guys and meat at
The
you.
thing
so
is,
you can
he probably
tell.
doesn't really want to,
Yeah.
but the fact is we have experienced one another. So it's like, that's not true. So I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah.
Because we,
You do know each other.
kicking and screaming, we do know each other.
Yeah, it's almost like
No.
in spite of.
Don't
you
know anybody.
in
I
spite
was
of
the last
yourself.
person to speak to your mother.
Don't know anybody.
And he put in a good word. Wait a minute.
He lied to my mother.
He did.
Lying.
He did.
He lied to
For your
my.
sake.
I know.
Thanks for watching, gang. Goodbye.
Boy.
I have
All right,
Namaste.
we are recording.
I might not actually even need. Is there a
Hands.
tablet over here?
A toddler? We're all out of those.
Alex, do you want to paint Esther?
No. Last time I painted something, and got no recognition.
Is there an
That's
outlet?
not true.
Just
I
a
love
slap
what you did
across
to
the
first
face.
one.
Do you need it like while you do it? I'm charging mine.
I would, yeah.
Evan
Mine
stole all
just
my
goes
paint,
towards
so I
this.
can't.
I just want to.
He stole everything I own for painting minis.
I plugged it into the wall over there.
So I would if I
was
had the
not
stuff here.
prepared.
Me neither. I didn't even think about it.
You want to replace my plug with the good plug?
Excuse me?
The good plug.
Do I want to replace your plug with my plug?
So that
Evan
they
has a
both
tainted
charge
plug.
Tainted
plug.
We already started. You can't go now. Gotta wait till
It's on
7:30.
everyone. You'll just have to wait.
Evan does it all the time.
What?
He has a colonoscopy bag while he's DM,
That's true. Sometimes we like to play this prank that we jump on it.
and we like to throw it at each other like a water balloon.
All right, well, we're gonna restart this recording.
Why? You think it's slightly offensive?